Hey, folks, and welcome to the Daily Ratings Podcast. It's a show where each week we'll be usually sitting down with Vincent Daly to get his thoughts on the latest movies he's been watching, and both older films and new releases. But this week we're doing something different because Vin and I are sitting down and talking about 2026, the upcoming movies, what we're excited for, kind of what we're not excited for, and all in between. We want to give kind of everybody an idea, at least what's coming out over the course of the next 12 months. So let's kind of get into it. Vin, I'm going to bring you in right away.
I'm here.
How you doing? I mean, let's do it.
bad.
2026. You and I have just been scouring lists upon lists, and I've just been on chatbots and trying to understand what's coming out because some lists have, you would think, everything, and then all of a sudden
Right.
just like, where did this come from? I didn't know this was
Yeah.
coming out. When did this happen?
Right,
You know what I mean?
right, yeah.
So-
I mean, it's crazy how what is getting hyped. Stuff I thought no one would care about. It seems like people are really like all attached
Sure.
to.
Yeah, yeah.
I can't also tell like sometimes if that's just like the hype machine, if that's ad dollars. You know, what exactly is at play there? But yeah, this was a fun thing to draft up. Folks, we're going to be kind of going down the months just so that you know where things are positioned and when to kind of get hyped for them. And then Tom and I will be kind of giving context to that of where those movies sit on either our top 7 most hyped
Yes.
or the
Yes.
bottom dumps of either. I don't know. I had 7. I know you have more.
Well, I made a top 10 list.
Yep.
And I have an honorable kind of 11, 12, 13
Oh, okay.
on my list.
I do have some doubles on, like, they sit side by side. I can't. They're a double listing on, like, they're the
Meaning
same.
meaning you're excited and then not excited?
No, exclusively to the bottom dumps list, where like
okay,
I'm not
okay.
excited for these, and they're on the same exact page of where they sit.
Yes, okay, so we'll take it month by month. Basically, Vin, first of all, hey, good to see you again.
Hey!
Great episode last week.
Sobered up.
That was no, that was a lot of fun last week.
Yes.
It's always great going through the TDAs, and yeah, it's great. Here we are in 2026, and we're basically ready to go again.
Yeah, it is a doozy. And, there's a surprising amount of hype on films already in January. I mean, I feel like the best thing of us layering this is it gives us some breathing room to see what, like, is actually worth covering in January.
Yeah, absolutely.
And, folks, that'll be next week. We kind of have our episode set and excited to talk about movies already again.
Okay, excellent. Let's go ahead and get into it. Oh, I thought I had something on my list here, and now it's not here anymore, but that's fine. I was just going to start almost with my bottom 5,
Okay.
which is based...
all right in a row.
Well, it's just basically all DC and Marvel movies. Because we have 2 DC, we have Supergirl,
Yes.
and we have Clayface.
And Clayface is just like, how is this even
James
announced?
Gunn is a risky man.
It's like we've heard nothing about it.
I know, but it's coming out.
Yeah, it's wild. It's wild.
And then we have Avengers Doomsday.
Yep. And Spider-Man Brand New Day.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, apples to apples.
That's going to do well.
Well, really, really much bigger swings on the MCU side. Also, Doomsday alone, something that needs to stick the landing. Like, a lot is much more on the shoulders of those 2 films than on the DC side. Clayface is already probably a genre flick.
I do I disagree with that.
Okay.
Because I think both are critically important to both franchises.
Right.
Because the reason why is we know how important Superman was last year.
Sure.
To do well.
Yep.
I would argue that they were hoping they wanted to see $1 billion. They saw a little bit more than $700 million, and they are still calling it a massive success. But think about it. If Superman can only reach $700 and something million, what exactly can Clayface and Supergirl do? Like, that's what I'm saying. He's a risky man because, dude, your first 5 kind of need to do really well.
Yeah,
or at least the first 2 years, which are these 3 movies.
Right.
And I'm not saying that it needs to do as well as Doomsday, of course, but it's like, dude, can you get anywhere close to Superman? I mean, I don't know. business-wise, it seems very unsmart of DC.
Yeah, it's interesting. I'll focus in on Clayface here because that's probably like the one that most people are going to be scratching their heads over.
Yeah,
Clayface is a Batman villain. A Batman villain a lot of people love because Clayface is basically a big muck monster that can shapeshift and polymorph into whoever he wants to, like actual, people. He's an actor, a villain that's turned into a villain in the Batman lore, and I mean, I think that is a cool idea to have this shape-shifting, kind of chameleon-like villain slip into maybe a mystery. What I'm not excited for is, like, where is this positioned in the many unknowns of where does Matt Reeves' Batman fit into the new DCU?
Well, it doesn't.
Exactly.
Right.
So I would say Clayface is now in a third direction because we know there's Batman Brave and the Bold, which is James Gunn's Batman. We have Matt Reeves' Batman along with Penguin.
I didn't know about this Brave and the Bold.
Yeah. I mean, again, who knows?
I know,
mean,
but
Warner Brothers is
what
still
a mess.
That's the umbrella of who knows to all of DC.
Well, and you heard about the rumors of Netflix once when they take it over.
Right. They want to bring back Snyderverse.
Right. Which is
it's like
it's already a mess. It's already a mess. I mean, we get two Batmans. We have Clayface, a Batman character, but we have another Batman coming out next year.
But I would say a lot of people are comparing it to Penguin, and I'm here to say, no, Clayface is going to be in the Gunverse.
Right.
And it's not going to be like Penguin because I feel like Penguin was so well received because it gave context to an already performance we saw and we were sold on in a big way in The Batman. So,
okay, well, that's a mess. I know we already spend a little bit too much time on it. But it does seem that we'll talk about it later when we get into the episode. I don't want to step on too much.
Okay.
And then what did I want to ask you? I don't know, maybe nothing here. Do you want to start with, we'll just start with January.
Sure.
I'm going to list down a bunch of movies, basically.
Absolutely.
And whenever something sticks out or it's on your top, you have a top 7, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
I should. Maybe in future years, I'm going to have like a buzzer or something when something pops up on one of our lists, like a ringer.
Okay. So I have a mention here of, we do have Kristen Stewart's directorial debut in the chronology of Water, based on a book. She's been wanting to do it for like 7 or 8 years. Both of us aren't excited for that.
And also like MIA as far as its distribution.
Yeah.
Like,
well, yes. Apparently,
I'll see you on streaming, basically, Kristen.
All right. Okay. All right. No. And Dead Man's Wire, directed by Gus Van Sant. The Rip over on Netflix. 28 years later, The Bone Temple, and then Send Help by Sam Raimi. Any thoughts on these?
None of them hit my list, just because they are so soon. And
they are soon.
Spoiler: I've already seen a few of these. I'll add All You Need Is Kill, which is the anime version of Edge of Tomorrow, the old Tom Cruise sci-fi from 2014. This is attempting to be a more faithful adaptation of of the manga that it's based off of. When it comes down to this list, I think Send Help jumps out to me because we talked about it, I think maybe even on mic for the podcast, of just like, I'm glad Sam Raimi is coming back and he's doing something adventurous. I just don't know why he would do this movie.
It's this one.
Yeah.
Do you know it's his first, I think it's his first rated R film. I was going back through his IMDb 2 nights ago. His first rated R film since 2000. Wow. I think it's like first one, because Drag Me to Hell was rated PG-13.
Oh, that's right.
And
crazy.
I know. And then
that squeezed a lot out of PG-13.
I know. So think about, maybe we're going to get something here.
Yeah.
So we have no idea, but he's got 2 big actors for it. I don't know. But no, not in my top 10, not in your top 7.
No.
Okay. All right.
Or the bottoms.
Okay. And by the way, folks, we're going through the months here, but there's a handful, actually even more than a handful of films that we don't actually have the release dates for at all.
Yes.
So even after we finish December, we're still going to have probably movies still on our list and stuff we want to talk about, and they'll probably fall somewhere mid to later in the year since they don't have release dates yet.
Yes.
February, I have one list for myself, which is Wuthering Heights.
So true.
Okay.
So I recently found out that there are many film adaptations of Wuthering Heights.
Oh boy.
There is is one in 1939. There's one
of the best years of film.
Right. There's one in 1970. There's one in 1992. And now there's this one. So I'm excited for it. It's not on my list, but I'm excited for it.
Do it?
Yeah, we have to do the Wuthering Heights episode. I mean,
all right, we have to be careful how we structure that because
it's going to be a lot of the same.
It's going to be the same thing over
shit.
and over. But I like the idea of setting up the premise and then just like, here's how they did it, here's how they did it.
Yep.
And then here's how we do it here. Like I said.
You've been getting more and more hype for this, though. This is
I
on your
know.
top for the list?
I like the two actors.
Right.
I think I'm turning into, I like Jacob Elordi.
Okay.
I really don't have
Yeah.
I don't really have an issue with him in any way. Margot Robbie continues to not only be one of the most beautiful people, but I genuinely think she's top 5 favorite actress for me right now.
Sure.
Top 5. Like I think she's a true talent, and I just like the way she handles herself. And I keep on going back to it, and I'm sorry, but it's a February release. It's shot on VistaVision. It's like, let's go.
Like there's love in
people
it.
caring. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, there's a lot of love going on to this for a Valentine's Day release.
That's great. So where does that sit on the tops or the
in my list?
Yeah,
it's not in my top 10.
It's not okay.
It's not in my top 13.
I thought that's what you were saying.
Actually, I guess it's my top 13 or top 14, but yeah. It makes the 10 to 20, not the top 10.
Okay. All right.
Because come on, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
what am I going to really be excited? It's just, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Wait, so you have nothing listed for February?
I just have Wuthering Heights.
Okay, all right. Let me
rattle it
step
off,
in
please.
a little bit.
There's other stuff. Like I kept a lot off these lists. We're going to cover 90 films this year.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
What do you want from me?
All right. Then go on. I'm not going to pump the brakes.
No. Go to February.
So February, I believe we have Hoppers coming out, which is
that's March.
Oh, that's March. Okay, all right. Then Wuthering Heights it is from
You're out,
February.
yeah.
I thought that was the only one. Okay.
All right. So now we move on to March, and let me just pinpoint that again. Many more films coming out these months. We're going to have more than just one new movie in February.
Yeah.
But we're trying to not throw 90 titles at your face.
Yeah, absolutely. To glaze over on just like
ears.
what is
It's too many things. Okay, March, I have Project Hail Mary, Hoppers, and The Bride.
Right. Well, none of these make it to the list, but I will say I have thoughts on all of them. Hoppers.
Start with The Bride.
Okay, all right, okay. If there was a case, folks, we talked before the episode about we had obviously the top of the year, the bottom of the year, most anticipated, least anticipated. We also had a kind of an optional list of most nervous.
Yes.
The Bride would be my number one on most nervous. Okay.
Really?
Okay, so full credit, and I mean full credit goes to Editor John on this.
Okay.
He said, I think it's going to be a musical. And I go, no way. The latest trailer that was just launched, it doesn't show music, but it definitely shows a big dancing sequence, and there's some choreography going on. There is no bigger poison pill you could have given. Like this, the cyanide capsule has been cracked open for that movie, and I feel like it makes a lot of sense to his theory. Because they've been, these trailers, they've tried to pull the wool over our eyes on a lot of when things are more heavy around the musical side.
Yeah.
The bait and switch to it. And when you look at even like how stylized it is, how theatrical it is, it would make sense in the context of a musical.
Wow. So. Editor John, nice.
Yeah.
Our snake in the grass. Yeah. Who's his contact?
I didn't even want it to be true, but he convinced me.
Okay, so right when I thought I couldn't get more unexcited for the film. The first trailer just never spoke to me. I would have never watched it had it not been interfaced before.
Oh, sure.
Watching other movies.
Yep.
There was something going on with you. You were somewhat like, ooh, maybe.
Listen, I'm still in the sense of like, I still am rooting for it because I like the style. I like this, like,
okay.
In the timeline of like Frankenstein gets created and it's like this old like 1800 story. Then he lives for a long time and finally wants a bride. And now it's like 1920 flapper,
okay.
roaring 20s. I like that in the pitch of it.
Okay, so The Bride. It's also directed by Maggie Gyllenhaal.
Yes,
Jake Gyllenhaal is in it. Main lead is Christian Bale.
Yes,
and
Jessie Buckley.
Oh,
which she's coming off a big swing. I mean,
I have some interest now in that.
Yeah.
See, I think Mia Goth should play that role.
Instead of her role in Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Okay, so The Bride on none of our list. Okay, let's just talk Hoppers.
Okay, all right. So Hoppers, I guess I just have hope for. I hope it's a return to Golden Age Pixar, at least a sliver of that.
It's original Pixar film.
Yeah.
Called Hoppers, based on animals.
Yeah, it's like you swap your brain into an animal. I feel like that's a pretty, electric
Welcome to
pitch.
Yorgos Lanthimos. Jesus. It's lobster for kids.
Lobster, yeah, for kids. Baby's first lobster. It's, I just hope it is able to just bring some momentum on Pixar properties.
A sliver of originality
and
excitement and something just like, hey, we got you. Don't worry. Like, we're not just falling back on old IP, which is kind of what they've been doing. At least,
And even in the same year that we are going to get probably the biggest fallback on IP with Toy Story.
No, absolutely. So, and there's more in the works, too, with like Frozen projects and things like that.
Yeah.
Not the best sign that it's coming out in March. For Pixar,
it's
almost like save your powder. Like, okay, if you want to have Toy Story as the big summer release, save your powder for like a November. Where Zootopia 2 came out this year.
So true.
They didn't do that.
Yeah.
So we'll see with Hoppers, but it's on my anticipated, and I've made a separate animated list. So sorry about that. We'll go up it.
Muddying the waters.
Yeah,
like,
big time. No rules.
No rules.
And then Project Hail Mary. Annie, did you have that on your list?
Not on my list.
We have to talk about it.
Yeah, I feel like this would have made it to a nervous list. Biggest up in the air.
Yeah.
Both of us are unfortunately not fans of The Martian.
Yeah, let me set up where this comes from. Okay, so just basically, Project Hail Mary is based off of a book of the same guy that wrote The Martian.
Yes.
And is it Anthony Weir?
I think so.
Okay.
Off the top of my head.
Where did I pull that out? Okay.
I don't know.
So obviously Martian, super successful. Ridley Scott directed that. And, of course, Matt Damon was the big star in that one. Everybody loves The Martian. Or a lot of people like The Martian. I honestly, I don't really like that movie. That is one of the most, in my opinion, turn your brain off and throw it on if you want.
Interesting.
It is a bit of a, I guess it's a little bit more than a folding laundry film, like I always say. But I don't know. I really have issues with that film, and I'm not going to go on a tirade against it now. But I have some strong thoughts with it. And here we are. We're coming back. I believe the director duo who are taking care of the project were the ones who did 21 and 22 Jump Street.
Yes, and the Lego movies.
And Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, I believe.
Nice. Yeah, Philip Lord and Christopher Miller. And you were right with Andy Weir.
Yeah,
as the original writer.
And then the big actor, of course, is not Matt Damon, but it's
Ryan Gosling.
Ryan Gosling. Thank you. So the trailer's out for it. I just don't know about Andy Weir's content, and I don't know about these jokey guys. It doesn't sound like it's going to be a super serious movie.
Right.
Yet talking about serious themes and a guy living on the edge, and the humanity is on his shoulders type of deal.
Right.
I don't think I like that mix and matching. I don't like the jokes of The Martian. I don't like. There's other things about The Martian that just really get underneath my craw. But here's the thing: this was maybe supposed to come out last year, and then was being test screened really, really positively.
Okay,
and so they pushed it to this year, gave it a better date, and apparently it's doing very well in the testing, and they want to pump it out because it might be one of the best of the year people are somewhat talking about.
Interesting. Well, I think with Andy Weir, his writing focuses on real science. That's the goal of at least The Martian. And I feel like my problems with that film are nothing to do with the source material or even the acting in that movie. It's all in Ridley Scott's directing and how that movie is really organized. So as far as like a switch up in directors adapting Andy Weir, I'm totally down
okay.
with.
That's
totally
fair. That's very fair. Maybe I should have more of an open mind. You're right.
Yeah. The thing is, I'm a little confused as far as, even my own kind of description of Andy Weir's writing. Project Hail Mary has some similar real science focus, but right in the trailer, you see that there's like an alien rock creature.
Yes.
So it's like, I don't know. I just don't know the tone it's going to take. I know it's going to be jokey, obviously.
It sounds like half Martian. I got that from the trailer, too. It's like half Martian, half Spaceman, the Adam Sandler Netflix film with this big spider.
Oh, wait. What was that movie?
It's called Spaceman, I think.
It's called Spaceman.
I think it was called Spaceman. But that with the spider and everything
right,
like that.
right. Less sad. That was
and
a very
slash
sad
Sunshine.
movie.
I think Martian slash Sunshine slash Adam Sandler in Spaceman.
Well, if I have a bone to pick with the premise of the film, it is ripping off Sunshine as far as like we need to do something with the sun.
Yeah.
We need to do science towards the sun.
But that will be a big one in March. They're going to put money into marketing and stuff.
Absolutely.
So we will see with that. Anything else with March?
The only other thing I'll add is good luck, have fun, don't die.
Oh yeah, talk about it.
I actually don't know too much about this as far as if it's based on source material or not. It certainly sounds like it's adapted just from the premise of it. From what I understand, this is a very, if you will, kind of a Ready Player One VR type of heavy sci-fi.
Yeah.
Where you're locking in, you're putting your headset on, and then you're going into this type of competition. I'm interested in it always for our boy Sam Rockwell.
I know
he's the lead. He looks wacky in it. It's
hard not to not like him.
Exactly. So I think that's where I'm just kind of soft rooting for it. I'm certainly not getting my hopes up for it because it does seem just like so out there as a premise. Almost like a Mickey 17 or something like that.
That's a good point. Yeah. But no, good mention on that. So April. Actually, real quick on January.
Okay.
I'm sorry to go back to this.
No, yeah.
The Rip. I mean, it is Matt Damon, and they're getting a lot of press for it now because it's their new company making the film together.
Oh, that's right.
They did the whole thing of it that's based on how well it does. The crew will get paid better.
Oh,
the better the film does.
Interesting.
That's the first time that's ever been done. And I watched it, so
Okay.
it's on Netflix. It's being pushed out now,
Oh,
so
okay,
a lot of
right.
people are going to watch it.
Yeah.
I have some thoughts, but I don't know. We could save that for the Two Shoes Roundup. 51 weeks from now.
We'll circle back for the Rip.
Okay.
The only thing that I got confused with is like it's called The Rip, but also simultaneously we have The Pit coming out as a TV show. I just feel like poor naming, poor marketing matchup there. I feel like those two are going to be forgotten side by side, even though they're different subject matters.
That didn't go in my head once. I was thinking The Rip. I was thinking that R.I.P.D. with Jake Gyllenhaal. No, with Ryan Reynolds and Jeff Bridges.
Yeah, the undead Men in Black.
Very different film. But The Rip. I mean, once again, talk about 2026. It's a Netflix January release, and you got Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, my guy Kyle Chandler's in it.
Oh, okay.
Stephen Yeun.
Yeah,
he's in it, who's always great. And Tiana Taylor.
Oh, wow.
Privy Beverly Hills is in it.
Interesting.
So, huge cast in that. Okay, April, I just have the drama. I have Lee Cronin's The Mummy and Super Mario Galaxy.
Okay, all right. Ding, ding, ding on Lee Cronin's The Mummy. This is number 3 on my bottom least anticipated list.
Bottom 3 least anticipated?
Yeah, this is number 3.
You're not excited about
Not excited about this.
What?
This is also side by side.
Have you seen some of the screenshots? Okay, sorry, go.
This is also side by side with, I believe, a February release for Luc Besson's Dracula. We are getting another Dracula adaptation. We are getting now another Mummy adaptation.
Kind of.
Well...
Oh, wait, what do you mean by that?
Well, I mean, it's not... It's not
dark fantasy Mummy.
Yes,
it's not Brendan Fraser Mummy.
No, it's new Mummy.
Yes, it's completely new.
My reason why I don't want this is one, they're pushing Lee Cronin out there like it's a name that means anything.
Well,
Lee Cronin has done some stuff.
You gave Evil Dead Rises a 79%.
I understand.
Won the Tom Daly for horror.
I understand.
Okay.
I understand. I like what he did with Evil Dead Rise, but I just don't have any faith in this movie. This is a Blumhouse production. Same with Luc Besson's Dracula. I don't want these secondary attempts now that we're at like the 100-year mark that these licenses are now up in the air. Anyone can adapt them. I feel like it's going to only do damage to what I would see as like the legitimate adaptations of each of the Universal monsters, Frankenstein, Dracula, the Mummy, Invisible Man, stuff like that. I just have no faith in either of these, and they're number 3 on my bottom dumps.
Okay, so that you have them together.
Yes, that's one of the doubles.
When is Dracula coming out?
That's in February. So.
Oh, you didn't even mention. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
I want to take a bet on something. That's what I actually wanted to ask you in the beginning.
Okay.
I want to take some sort of bet on this episode, and we'll bet a movie on it.
Okay.
We'll
bet a movie.
Well, right, but I don't know. We'll save that for the end. I do want to make a deal with you.
Okay.
I actually think you're going to like that movie. Have you seen any of the stills or small type of videos coming out of it? The trailer's not out yet.
Yes, I've seen some. There was also a kind of a sizzle trailer in front of one of the movies I watched recently.
Okay, all right, not excited for it.
The drama, I think this is a spy movie. I think this is a secret spy movie. It's like a Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Okay.
I think I watched that trailer. I'm telling you, there's going to be a bait and switch to that movie.
Okay.
I think there's going to be some sort of espionage spin to that story.
Oh, yep. Okay. We'll definitely make a bet later on in the show. Well, this made my number 11, by the way. Just outside my number 10.
Okay.
And just because we have Robert Pattinson and Zendaya, and I don't know. For some reason, I'm excited for it. I like that we have I think I don't feel like the movie is gonna be that.
I'm telling you.
I hope it's not, and I hope we just get like a really good, just a very good drama with these two. To be honest about it, because I'm okay with seeing that. Something like the late '90s or early 2000s can give us, or something like that.
Absolutely.
And they're both
you
very
said
good
Super
actors.
Mario Galaxy?
I did mention that. Yes.
Not on any of my lists.
Same.
It's just gonna do. It's gonna do work.
It's gonna do very well.
It's gonna do work.
And good for them.
Yeah.
Good for Universal.
I do have one to add, and this is number 4 on my bottom dumps list. The Michael Jackson biopic.
Oh yeah, I left this off.
Okay,
boy.
so we have a little bit of beef with Anton Fuqua from the Equalizer series. So I'll throw that out there. The fact that all of the marketing is leaning into the prop up of it's coming from the team from Bohemian Rhapsody. That is the opposite of what I want, what all of us should want.
You're not making the argument you think you are.
Yeah, like enough. Unfortunately, I mean, it seems like the pinnacle of what I'm gonna just say ad nauseum with these biopics, and if not anything, be the height of the example, because no one would be bigger than Michael Jackson to have this kind of same old. We have conflict, hop into the studio, pump out a hit, pump out a banger type of arc to all of these stories.
I don't know what to expect, because this was supposed to come out last year. They moved the release date 3 times.
Yeah.
And then it went from one movie, they spliced it into 2 movies.
Yep.
And then I believe there was creative problems, or they were getting to legal battles with the family. And so that was an issue. And I guess everything has been worked out, and I think it's going to be 2 movies still. I don't actually know.
No.
I don't actually know.
My God.
Couldn't be less excited for it.
I mean, this is like fairly new news, but did you hear about what they want to do with the Beatles biopic?
Well, I don't know if this is new news. I've been talking about it forever. With the Sam Mendes.
No, but they want to split it up into 4 perspectives.
That's all.
Okay, that's
all.
all.
Yeah. No, I've made that joke here before.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, maybe that's why the jokes didn't hit with you as much as they should have.
I find that like mind-boggling.
No, yeah, Sam Mendes, 4 movies, 1 on each of the Beatles, but you're going through the life of the Beatles. Just through the eyes of this person and then this person and this person. So at the end of all 4,
we really need one for Ringo. I mean,
maybe that's the one I like the most, because you can learn them. I don't know. Who knows? But
his painting career,
all Sam Mendes, 4 films. Yeah. That's why I made the K-pop joke, where it's just like, to stretch it out as much, have Sam Mendes come in, make one individual film per K-pop girl.
I see. Okay.
All right. So that's April. Nothing on your good list, though, right?
No, nothing on the good list. And Michael, the MJ biopic, is number 4.
On
my
least
anticipated.
Very good. Good.
Yeah.
Okay, jump into May. I've got Devil Wears Prada 2, Mortal Kombat 2, Animal Farm by Andy Serkis.
Yeah, that's crazy. I saw that. I was like, "Is this an Animal Farm adaptation?" And I saw Andy Serkis. I was like,
Andy Serkis. This was his baby. Wanted to do for a while. It got a technical. It came out not really in theaters, but it had a festival release, I believe.
Oh, okay.
No one really liked it all that much, but it's coming out in May. It's Andy Serkis. I have all the animated ones just listed throughout here.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean?
True. There is a big one missing. Let me.
No. To say it, because I felt like I knew I was missing one and I couldn't find it.
Mandalorian and Grogu.
I do. I do have that. I'm sorry. Yep, I do have that on the list.
And you hit on...
That is the one, by the way.
2 more on my least anticipated. The first up is Mortal Kombat 2. I'm morbidly curious about it, if only to cover the two So Bad It's Good Mortal Kombat movies from the 90s on that episode.
Oh,
I
okay.
would really like to do that. Those movies are apparently atrocious, and I feel like they would be a very good time to
Juicy.
cover.
Okay, that'd be fun.
Mortal Kombat 2, though, that release sits side by side with a release that we have later in the year, and that's Street Fighter.
Yeah.
I mean, the two biggest fighting game franchises are going head-to-head, and I honestly don't think Mortal Kombat 2 has a chance at capturing what just like the curiosity of Street Fighter fans going out to support that movie will bring in.
Yeah.
But I certainly think they sit both side by side as number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on my least anticipated.
So you have a 7 least anticipated,
Yeah,
but it's more like 11 because you're doubling up.
Right, they have the doubles. But like these two movies fit side by side of just like.
Okay, well, I got to be honest. I mean, you kind of like the first Mortal Kombat. You didn't give it a horrible score.
What did I give it?
Well, I'll look it up.
That's like first 3 episodes of those were in the HBO Max days where we were just getting them like same day on streaming.
Did that make the podcast, or was that like when we were testing out the microphones?
That might have been the proto episode.
But anyway, I swear you liked it a little bit. Okay, you gave it a 41.
yeah, I thank you. I'm glad you checked that. Yeah, no, that movie's trash. That movie is called Mortal Kombat. We don't get to the tournament for the entire movie.
Is Carl Urban in the first one?
Maybe.
My guy, Carl Urban? Okay.
No.
He's in this one, and I made the mistake. I thought he was in Street Fighter, so I was excited for Street Fighter because it looked weird, and I was like, wow, Carl Urban is in it. He plays Aomer. He's in The Boys.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
I know
I'm sorry.
Yeah. He's playing Johnny Cage in Mortal Kombat, which I know that doesn't really mean much.
I got my wires crossed,
so
now I'm not excited for any of them.
Well, you should be excited for Mortal Kombat 2 then. It looks like they're making him the main character.
Yes,
as well.
They're trying to you liked him in The Boys? Hey, he's in this movie. Everyone, please see this movie.
Right. Which, like, among Mortal Kombat fans, I don't know anyone that like Johnny Cage is like their top. So it's like I don't understand that.
Devil Wears Prada 2. Yeah, no, I agree.
This is one of those things where I look online and people are so excited about.
Well, you have to understand that's known as like one of the best. Like people adore that film.
Absolutely. We covered it way back on our rom-com episode, and I mean it is a great movie in the sense that it's iconic and electric and so quotable. It just captures a moment there, like a little bit of lightning in the bottle. But I mean,
it's tough. I mean, it'll probably do very well.
Yeah,
I don't think it's going to be loved by the fans as well. You give the original Devil Wears Prada 65.
Yeah. I thought it was a good movie, but not of the hype I've always heard with that, and even grown up with. Let's talk Mandalorian Grogu.
Yeah, go for it.
Mandalorian Grogu is my number 6 on least anticipated. Folks, I am a huge Star Wars fan. I am, to a certain point, a fan of Mandalorian quite a bit. I mean, I've thrown some shade at that show over the course of the podcast, calling Grogu Baby Yoda, and saying like you need to not pay attention to Mandalorian by the time you find out his name is Grogu. This movie is complicated because it looks like it's trying to go after like the sci-fi pulp aesthetic that Star Wars was originally inspired by. George Lucas originally inspired by the sci-fi serials, the Flash Gordon,
Gordon,
the
Bible.
very hammy. Yeah, right.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah. There's a lot there that I respect them trying to maybe return to that in some way. I feel like the snake is eating its tail a little bit on why are we creating a pastiche? Why are we creating a style out of these old sci-fi serials when I don't know. It just seems like a TV episode bloated into a movie.
Oh, okay. So that's what I thought you were going to say. I thought you were going to be like, this is just going to be a long TV episode.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And even from the trailers, it looks like a long episode of The Mandalorian,
I mean, and we'll kind of see what happens. It's the first Star Wars movie in a while. I forget. It's been
first
4 or 5 years, I think. Yeah,
podcast as far as new Star Wars.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know what to expect. It's not on any of my list.
Yeah,
I'll see it. I'll watch it. I watched the first season of Mandalorian.
Right.
Thought it was all right.
That's all you kind of need. But I don't know. I'm not anticipated about it because I am at a point that I wish I could love Star Wars more. This is really my same thoughts on Star Trek.
Yeah.
I wish I could love these properties that I've grown up with, and I've always called myself like a Star Wars, Star Trek fan first and foremost.
Yeah, that's true.
And I don't want to just needlessly shit on them, but they're kind of giving me no other choice, and unfortunately, I don't have faith.
Well, just join, in the back of the line. Look at the internet. I mean,
right.
You're in good company there.
Man, I wish Disney would throw us some bucks. I'll be a shill for Star Wars if you make something good. Like, oh man.
Well, you got Andor season 2 you can chomp on.
Right. So that is number 6.
Okay.
We're knocking out all of them.
As far as your least anticipated films, is 1 the most you're not anticipated, or 7 the worst of the worst? How does that go?
No. 1 is the most least anticipated.
Okay, so Grogu is 6?
6.
Okay, gotcha. And let's jump into we're in June already.
Yep.
So I have Toy Story 5, Disclosure Day, and then I have Masters of the Universe, the He-Man live-action movie, directed by Travis Knight, who directed the Kubo and Two Strings.
Yep.
Had to mention it because it's one of the bigger films that month.
Yep. And Supergirl is in that slot as well.
Okay.
So none of these are on your top or bottom list?
I'm not going to lie, I kind of forgot about the bottom list. It's kind of in my head, but I'll go through that at the end. Okay. Here's the thing, because my thing is I don't have to watch the ones I don't really You're the one who has to watch.
Right.
So I kind of have like most nervous for kind of.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
But that's also why somewhere on another sheet I specifically listed all of the comic book movies because those could all be my least anticipated films. Like, no joke. I'm being very serious about that.
I see. Well, we've talked about that a little bit. Disclosure Day is finally one of my most anticipated.
Mine too.
Top hype list. It is number 4 on my most hyped.
Number 4. It is number 4 for mine.
Whoa! Yeah. That's great. That's great.
Yeah, got it at
why
number
don't you
4.
go first on Disclosure Day?
Well, listen, it's just because you could almost put it as most nervous for, but at the same time, Steven Spielberg, what is he, 78 now? How
that old?
Yeah, but he looks great, and he works. He's still working just great. Anyway, I don't know what to expect. Is this going to be Bridge of Spies, Steven Spielberg, or are we going to get something incredible by Steven Spielberg? Is this going to continue to just be? I don't know how crazy you're going to get, or just how soft and glossy, and is it just... I don't know what to expect, but how could I not be excited? It is Steven Spielberg, and he's getting weird again. He's getting sci-fi. He's getting UFO-y. He's always cared about this.
You
look at War of the Worlds. You look at...
E.T.?
But Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Yep.
So, and I hope we can even cover some of those Spielberg episodes.
Absolutely. I mean, I feel like
week.
That's where this lands on, almost like the Superman episode for this past year. I'm just so excited to craft a nice podcast episode.
It's going to be big emphasis. Big.
Of just like all these movies that stand side by side that could all be double features, double headers for it. I'm glad you brought up War of the Worlds, though, because we mentioned it when we were talking about just like our trailer talk earlier last year or just a few months ago. It's kind of a scary trailer, and
I love it.
Yeah,
thank God for that.
Right. But that's what gives me the vibes of War of the Worlds with Tom Cruise, where that movie, you watch that movie and that is not a kid-friendly movie. That has some bite to it, despite being a family man. He's carrying one of the Fannings, I think, the little girl with it. It has edge to it. It has bite. And I feel like, at least I'm hoping Disclosure Day does have bite to it.
And honestly, it's because of that trailer that makes this at number 4. Otherwise, it might be like number 8 or 9 for me. But it's Spielberg. How can you not be excited?
Yep.
I will say, John Williams came out of retirement to score it. I don't know whether that's a good or bad thing.
John Williams is going to be the first AI composer. They're going to plug his, like Futurama style, they're going to put his brain in a tank, and he's going to be composing for the rest of our lives.
Anything else on Disclosure Day, or you want to talk about some other movies here?
No. I think I'm good. I do want to circle back on Supergirl, though. The sense that I guess I don't have hype for it. I'm more so numb to it, just because I'm not necessarily. I wasn't really a Superman fan prior to our episode.
Yeah.
And I certainly don't follow Supergirl as far as like comic books go. I do think the casting choice is really good. A lot of people have been throwing that out there. That what's her name? She's from the Game of Thrones spinoff.
Yeah.
They're throwing shade at her that she's the wrong cast for it. It's the wrong vibe for Supergirl. I can't fact check that from a comic book standpoint. I think she looks cool as Supergirl. Like,
really?
As far as just like the aesthetics of Supergirl.
I feel like she doesn't seem like a leading person to me.
Really? Okay. Well, I didn't watch. What is the Game of Thrones spinoff? Christ, I can't think.
The House of
House of Dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know her track record as far as
neither.
acting goes. She's obviously very young, but I just feel like I want to push back a little bit of the internet sentiment of just like people are losing their mind over this casting decision. It's just like, well, one, it's been set in stone for quite some time, so it's like, get over it. And two, I don't think it's that bad. I don't think the sky's falling on it.
Okay,
so.
all right. What about towards what else we have here? Masters of the Universe. I'm just saying.
Okay.
I just put it on
Listen,
there.
if it was done
for you
by
for Travis Knight, that's all.
Right. If it was done by Leica and was stop motion, I'd be very anticipating.
Okay,
that.
gotcha.
I'll say this much: if we do cover it and it does come out, that's another one where it's like super loose on actual details of the movie, right?
It is. I heard it was kind of maybe shot kind of cool. I might have heard one thing about it.
Right.
Out of all the super-ish hero, whatever, comic booky
80s cartoons.
This is my favorite. This is the one I'm most looking forward to.
Really?
Doesn't make any of my list. Because I have no anticipation. It's like, whatever.
Yeah, true.
Okay, I guess.
I'll say this. If we do cover it on the episode, we have to cover the old Masters of the Universe from the 80s.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Which is apparently, again, another so bad it's good, like Hall of Famer.
Excellent. I mean, I'm in the dark about all this.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like,
You've never seen anything He-Man or
well, I know He-Man.
Skeletor? Or...
Sure. I don't think I've watched it. I don't know if it's 30 seconds of anything.
yeah.
Wasn't in my thing. Toy Story 5. So
yeah, let's talk about Toy Story a little bit.
This is probably one I am most nervous for, but I'm also expecting nothing.
Oh.
So it can't really be all that bad. After watching Toy Story 4, it's one of the first times it was one of the strongest reactions I've ever had to a film.
Oh, really? Negatively?
And that, oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
okay.
big time.
Interesting.
Big time. And it's one of the first times I've sat down on my own and been like, why do I feel this way about this film?
Why?
And I sat
Why
down
is it getting under my skin?
Right. And actually processed it and the more I thought about it, the more I actually analyzed the film, the more I truly hated Toy Story 4 and think it's just abominable. Absolutely abominable. And horrible for the franchise what they did. Terrible. I can't
There's
wait.
a lot of people that say Toy Story 4 like clears the whole franchise, like as far as like it being the best. Not me.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just saying like that.
I
That
know.
is, I would say, the overall internet sentiment on
Can
it.
we have a Toy Story episode?
Absolutely.
I mean, that's going to be huge.
That is a perfect one. I am so excited to revisit 1 and 2 because if there's always an argument of just like, do we need to update the graphics, the visuals of these old kids' properties? Probably Toy Story 1 is the argument
It would be
for
the thing.
that, you know?
That's going to be such a big episode.
Yeah.
And people talk about, like, people say, for instance, Quentin Tarantino's one of favorite trilogies of all time. Not Lord of the Rings. It's the Toy Story 1 through 3.
Same.
And then the Good, Bad, the Ugly trilogy. And he refuses to see Toy Story 4, by the way.
Oh, interesting.
But when I saw him say that, I already had my opinions on Toy Story 4, so he's not affecting me on this.
Oh, okay, fair.
But
fair.
yeah. But people do say Toy Story 1 through 3 is a beautiful trilogy.
Yeah,
And then
yeah,
4 is like,
absolutely.
what are you doing? But now that you opened up those can of worms, sure, I can get excited for 5. You can't be worse than 4.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I would think.
Interesting. Come to think of it, I don't know also which ones are rated on the site, so I feel like that's good just for like coverage.
I don't think
of-
anything is rated on the site.
Really?
Purposely.
Wow, that's
because we
kind of
waited for this.
I mean, it's odd to say that about goddamn Toy Story, but that is a little intimidating.
Yeah, no, it's not rated.
Interesting. Wow. Okay, but yeah, super excited. Just in the same way as like crafting an episode with Disclosure Day, crafting an episode. I mean, easy done, 1 through 5.
Yeah,
but really excited.
I'm
for that.
excited. Yeah, I'm excited to podcast with you this year, man.
Yeah.
Anything else for? Is that all you got for June?
I think that's it for June.
Yep.
I'm realizing we missed one again. I think in February.
Yeah, no, call it.
No, we got to circle back.
There's
for it.
missing.
It'll give some oomph to going through the top and
Okay,
bottom list.
Okay, excellent. Yeah. Okay, so July here. Minions 3, The Odyssey, The Adventures of Clint Booth by David Fincher, Evil Dead Burn, and Moana live action.
Oh, and Spider-Man: Brand New Day.
Oh shit, that's July.
Yeah. July is packed.
That's right. Okay, none of the superhero ones are on it. Spider-Man. Do you have a date on that specifically?
No, I think it's actually end of July. It's like last week.
Okay.
Which, I would not be surprised if we see some of those get shifted around, pushed around. Even Spider-Man. I mean, I understand that's like a huge.
The big ones are set in stone.
Yeah?
Those don't move.
Okay.
Yep.
But when it comes to all of these, I think this is a packed July. I'm really wondering just like how much money there is to go around of moviegoers actually going back again and again and again to
I think there is.
Yeah?
I do really think that this year is going to be quite good for movie theaters because July's going to get us there. We're going to have a Spielberg. Now, here's the thing. We do need to have some good films in here. So, Mandalorian and Grogu, let's hope we've got something there. But as far as June goes, like Toy Story 5 needs to do well and hopefully be good. Disclosure Day does have to be kind of good.
Yeah, yeah.
But when he can start, if people will go to the movies if the movies are really good. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
that's how it's done. Look at Top Gun. Look what Barbenheimer did.
Very true.
People will go to the movies, especially in the summer. So if the Odyssey is good or whatever, and I can see it happening. I can see it. But well, let me just go through it. I mean, obviously some things stand out here for you.
Yeah. right. Okay, so Spider-Man Brand New Day, not on any of my lists. Just again. I feel like Marvel has to stick the landing so much more than DC on these properties.
Okay.
Spider-Man coming back, thematically what's happening after No Way Home. This is the first time we're touching base with Spider-Man in his new world. No spoilers in case you still haven't seen No Way Home, but like there is a drastic change in the world for Spider-Man here and a drastic change of how he fits into the ever-shifting puzzle pieces of what the MCU is like spitting towards our way. I'm not excited for it. I'm not even nervous for it. I just I don't know. I feel like we're almost ready for a fourth generation Spider-Man reset and kick Tom Holland.
Yeah,
to
it's
the
just
curb.
that last one did so well.
Right.
It made like 1 point something. It was one of the most successful movies of all time.
Yeah,
so I was like, of course we get a fourth one.
Right. So, and that's really nothing against Tom Holland. A lot of people say Tom Holland Spider-Man, best on-screen Spider-Man. I'm probably Team Toby.
Yeah, Team Toby all the way.
It's just nostalgia kind of working there. Yeah, we'll have to see. Evil Dead Burn, did you mention
Evil
that?
Dead Burn, yeah.
Yeah, Evil Dead Burn, super excited for it. Not on my lists.
Why are you excited for it? Different director, and it doesn't follow after the events of Evil Dead Rise.
Wait, it doesn't?
I don't believe so.
So what they set, kind of the lore they set up in Evil Dead Rise, if I remember correctly, is there are 3 Necronomicons. There are 3 separate books, and I figured that this would just be
it probably is
a different book,
Yeah, but you're not going to get, you love that actress and that character in Evil Dead Rise.
Right.
She won't be in Evil Dead Burn.
Yeah, it's going to be a kind of the world of Evil Dead, different dice roll on it.
Yeah.
So, and I think that's where I'm not anticipating it, but I'll definitely be excited to see it when it gets a little bit closer. When we see a trailer, heads or tails of like what the actual flavor of horror that is.
Totally fair.
Nolan's Odyssey, number 2 on my most hype.
I
Easy.
have it number 3 on mine.
Oh damn! That's. I'm curious what's in that top 3. Then.
So it should be top 2. This is 3.
Okay, right.
So the reason why it's not my most anticipated, which I think it will be for a lot of people's. I got to be honest with you. I'm super, super nervous about it. And it's being so talked about. It's like, can we stop the hype machine? Because walking into the theater, you really need to overperform here, folks. It's almost like, people are talking about One Battle so much, where we walked in and it's just like, okay, PTA, we were expecting so much.
Yeah.
I'm going to go in blind. I'm not going to see a single trailer for it.
That's a great point.
I'm done looking at stills. Always shots come out. I'm avoiding them as much as possible, even though it's all over my algorithms. I'm staying away from it because I need to tame the hype. Here's the thing. The Odyssey is huge. It is a huge story.
Yeah.
And I know it's a big movie, and I know that the set pieces and it's Nolan and the extras and all the different filming locations actually on location. I also don't think Matt Damon is a very good actor. For the past 15 years. I plugged that in. But the thing is, I like early Damon. And early Damon's got range, I feel like. Something happens. I'm telling you, something happens in teens and mid-20 teens.
Maybe The Martian.
Damon, I can't help but just see Matt Damon. Something with his inflections. He doesn't change his character enough. I didn't mind him in True Grit.
Okay.
Because True Grit, he had that Texas twang to him. And I don't mind. I kind of like Matt Damon Texas twang. But every time I see him, he's the same guy to me, and I can just see him acting. I'm just like, that's Matt Damon acting, but I'm not seeing the character.
What's crazy is I feel like that should not be a hot take, but it feels like it's a hot take in the slew of what the internet is talking about.
I think I could catch shit a lot for that.
Right, but it shouldn't be a hot take. I feel like that's what's haunted Matt Damon's career forever.
I watch him in that. What is that shrinking movie where they go and they get shrunk down?
Oh, Downsizing?
Something like that. I see him in Downsizing, and then I see him in, I don't know, I see him popping up in Interstellar. And I just see the same guy. I'm watching the same person. Maybe, I mean, I haven't seen Deepwater Horizon or whatever it's called. Or was that,
the oil tanker.
But that was Mark Wahlberg in that one.
Oh, okay.
But you know what I mean? Whatever that other one was, Matt Damon.
Yes,
where he takes on another persona, maybe. But otherwise, I'm sorry, but I watch him in the Odyssey.
Yeah.
And he doesn't look like a military guy to me. He just looks like Matt Damon wearing a costume.
Oh, you mean Oppenheimer?
What did I say?
The Odyssey.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So I feel you.
And that's how I feel about it. It's just like puts on a uniform, and it's like, oh, that's Matt Damon in a uniform, and he's acting as Matt Damon. I'm not seeing the guy. And I'm really worried I'm not going to see, what is it, Odysseus?
Yeah.
Just playing the main guy. I'm not going to go on about it. I'm like seriously concerned about it.
Interesting.
Still top 3.
Yeah, I was just about to say, like, are you sure this is anticipated?
Well, because it's Nolan.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I do like Matt Damon. That's the thing. I'm rooting for Matt Damon.
Sure. Well, I think if I had to continue with the Matt Damon talk, I would point to actually both Interstellar and Oppenheimer of just like see him through the lens of the director that's getting the performance out of him. And his collaboration with Nolan is now 3 times deep. You know, he's going to... I feel like I'm hoping at least that gets something a little bit more special out of his performance there.
Yeah. I mean, he lost the most weight. He's definitely, I mean, I'm not, the guy's taking it super seriously.
Yeah, sure.
That is Matt Damon.
Sure. When it comes to Nolan's Odyssey, it is, I'm so hyped for it. I'm exactly on the same page as you of just like, I want to put the horse blinders on this film and kind of de-escalate a little bit, cool down on it a little bit. I just feel like the more the internet gets ingrained on which adaptation of the Odyssey is Nolan using, and is that the right adaptation of it, or the right translation, or a lot of the dialogue around the set designs and like how magical is it going to be, how fantasy is it going to be, maybe the history nuts really taking out their knives on like the design of armor and shit like that.
I know.
All of that noise. Like, let's just watch the movie, guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm not saying that those things can't be valid once we have the movie under our belt, especially when it comes to maybe like set design stuff like that.
That stuff does matter.
Yeah. I find
Costume work.
history nerds, on the internet, that type of perspective, sometimes a nitpicking, sometimes really valuable because it is a period piece, and that gives context to the visual storytelling. I just like not only I need the horse blinders, I need the horse blinders on everyone. I need the horse blinders on the internet for this thing.
What do you think about? I texted you months ago of like I think I'm going to try to read or like just do audiobook of the Odyssey. I'm thinking maybe I shouldn't now.
Right.
Because I'll be just like, why did he do this? Why didn't he do this?
That's exactly what I was going to say. I got kind of knee deep into some research, and that's when I found this like group of people online really seriously upset with which translation Nolan went after. And has spoken about of just like he's using this as the basis of his for the Odyssey.
And based on that little trailer that came out too, people are pissed that he's just trying to go with basically American accents.
Sure.
People are mad at that too.
Yeah. So if anything, I'm glad you brought that up because I think I'm personally not going to be reading the Odyssey in anticipation of it, because I don't even want to get into the weeds of which translation is the right translation and which one. Because then are we responsible for covering multiples just to get a broad net of how that works out? So I think I will be fully, head in ground. What is ostrich? What animal puts their head in ground?
Yeah, ostrich.
Ostrich. That's I'm the ostrich with the Odyssey.
I like that too. I'll be the ostrich too. It's your top 2. Is your 2?
That is number 2.
Number 2 out of your top 7. It's my top 3 of 10. And the Adventures. First of all, Moana live action. No, thank you.
Yeah, no thanks.
Minions 3. Not interested. The Adventures of Clint Booth, though. So this is coming out on Netflix. It's directed by David Fincher. It was a very long shoot, which of course because it's Fincher, and he'll do 80 takes and throw out the first 20,
right,
and kill his morale of his actors.
Yeah, definitely in the Kubrick camp of directing.
It is Fincher, though, and it is Brad Pitt coming back as Clint Booth, and Quentin Tarantino wrote the script for the movie.
Wild.
It's crazy what's going on here. It's crazy that Quentin Tarantino was his baby. I mean, he says he loves Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I guess I should explain it for people that don't know, but The Adventures of Clint Booth is based off the character Clint Booth, which is in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Quentin Tarantino's 9th film. And basically, this is going to be a prequel leading up to the events of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. So it's Brad Pitt heavy. I don't believe Leo is coming back or making a cameo appearance. I believe that's out of the question. But it's really weird for Quentin to be like giving his IP away like this.
Yes.
Now, of course, he did write it, so we'll have a script from Tarantino, directed by Fincher, who is one of the most respected directors, and it is Brad Pitt still.
Yeah.
I have to say, though, it's just like, did we need it? That's kind of my big question. I don't know, like, should I be excited for it?
It's the weirdest property this year because exactly what you hit on, Tarantino giving up the reins.
Yes.
Fincher kind of not stepping on ground of another creative because it's going to be his own thing, but
and in Netflix?
Yeah.
It's Netflix.
All aspects of it are just like the weirdest thing possible. And I do wonder, I mean, I know I'm definitely in the minority on Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I know almost everyone on the internet has been getting more and more hot on that.
That's me. I'm in that camp.
Yeah, even in the context of like what Tarantino's film run is, I just think, does it really have that much legs to push numbers to Netflix for this? You know, I mean, I don't know if a Fincher property needs to do that, but it's just very odd. It's the weirdest project in 2026.
Yes, the only thing is because it is Brad Pitt, it's Fincher, and the fact that it is the script solely written by Quentin Tarantino, it's my number 10. But it's also most nervous for kind of.
yeah, right.
Bit, but
Dips over.
It's my number 10. Okay,
that's great.
Let's go to August. I have Coyote vs. Acme, Cliffhanger, kind of a reboot, and then The Dog Stars, directed by Ridley Scott. Anything I missed there?
No, and kind of a blind spot for me. I did not catch that Cliffhanger remake.
Yeah, rebooting it. I mean, what's his face really wanted to be part of it and was trying to make another Cliffhanger movie for years.
Stallone. Yep.
And they're finally doing it, but Stallone now is not. I mean, he might be producing, but he's not in it at all.
Okay.
And I believe
probably for the best.
And I believe Cliffhanger is. I think it's going to be a female lead character. I think.
Interesting.
Going off of just knowledge of the 5 months ago.
Yeah.
But they are. It's going out. Whatever. It's not on any of my list.
I just think back to what I said way back when we did the Top Gun Maverick review, and just like, what is the tidal wave of digging up 80s properties and bringing them back? I mean, who would have thought Cliffhanger? A throwaway Stallone movie. Let's be honest, a throwaway Stallone movie.
We're not Stallone fans. Go talk to Stallone fans.
Really?
No, it's not a throw. Yeah, it's not a throwaway film.
I don't know.
People love Cliffhanger.
Yeah? All right. Well,
it's the 80s for us. We're not. Well, I should. Yeah, it's not us.
Yeah.
If you were an 80s kid, people love this movie.
Yeah. Okay.
We don't. Anyway,
I've never watched it. I guess that would be a good excuse to watch the original. Then.
Okay, and then I've got Coyote vs. Acme. So this film was made 3 years ago and was supposed to come out 2 years ago, I think.
Yeah.
And it is a Coyote vs. Acme live action / animated, kind of like how they do with the Sonic films. And then I think it was Warner. Yeah, it was Warner Brothers. They panned it, and they were like, "We're just gonna shelve this."
Yeah, this was somewhat infamous because it was for like tax reasons they shelved it.
Right. And then apparently it's not bad. And Will Forte, who's in it, was like, this is a good movie. Like, they should definitely release it. And they finally are. So it's not my top 10 or anything like that.
Yeah.
But, like, I do think I'm going to go to the movies and watch it.
Yeah, I'm kind of rooting for it. I do think, like, the concept of it, it's like kind of semi-courtroom drama around, Roadrunner and Coyote. So I think that's cute. It's a cute idea. I would probably compare it closer to, like, a Space Jam, though, especially in Warner Brothers, of just, like, more so 2D animation mixed with live action.
Yeah.
So
I'm kind of excited about it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm glad it's getting a chance to meet the light of day.
Yeah, there you go.
So,
and then Dog Stars. You got thoughts, I know.
No, I don't. Oh. I really don't.
Okay. Well, it's Ridley Scott's next film. Did he come out with a film last year?
No.
I don't think so.
Good on him.
Dog Stars, I forget the premise of it. It might be a little sci-fi-y, I believe. And it's starring, we have big actors in it. Ridley Scott, it was going to come out earlier in this year.
Okay.
And then they pushed it to August because, again, the test screens were coming back really positive on it, or more positive than what they thought. So this might be one of the Ridley Scott's best in a number of years.
Sure.
That's the chatter right now.
Right.
But okay, it is a thing.
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna have to see a trailer on that one before I get any kind of anticipation for it.
Absolutely.
And I feel like what we're going into as far as the months go, a lot of these projects are going to be kind of sitting in that category of just like, hey, maybe sounds interesting. I'll kind of believe it when I see it almost.
No, totally fair.
Yeah.
Let me give the log line of it. In a post-apocalyptic world, a virus wipes out humanity. Survivors face roaming scavengers called Reapers. And protagonist Hig, a pilot, survived the flu but lost his wife. So that's the Dog Stars with Jacob Elordi, Margaret Qualley, Josh Brolin, Guy Pearce, Benedict Wong.
Interesting. Well...
Yeah, exactly right.
Yeah. I mean, listen,
not unexcited for.
I'll say this: Ridley Scott in sci-fi, that at least is kind of a comfort genre for him. So hoping the best. Okay. Hoping the best for our favorite punching bag.
Okay, September. I've only got 2 in September right now.
Yeah.
I've Zach Krager's Resident Evil. So he's coming out with that. And then I have Forgotten Island. This is the big animated flick of the year for DreamWorks Animation.
Oh.
Same director who did Puss in Boots: Last Wish.
Oh, interesting. Well, Zach Krager's Resident Evil is on my top hype. It is number 5 on my top hype.
Okay, excellent.
Yeah.
Finally getting to some things.
Resident Evil is a very complicated franchise.
How many video games now?
At least 9. We're getting the 9th one. Well, I mean, in reality, more. 9 main title entries.
Okay.
But we're getting 9, which looks to be excellent at the end of February. But when it comes to Resident Evil adaptations, they are even more messy. I mean, the game story is already a clusterfuck. I mean, like the, as far as like confusing lore, what is in play, what is not, what is actually connected to the series. The movies are almost like a completely different ball game. Part of that has to do with the movies that were made when we were growing up in the 2000s of... Man, I'm forgetting the names. It's Mila Jovovich from Fifth Element and her husband that does the directing.
Oh.
I forget his name, though. But he made them all of these bad Resident Evil movies. And for a long, long time, people said, well, they were just bad adaptations. That wasn't until recently.
Paul W.S. Anderson.
Yes,
yeah.
Yes. Always confused with Paul Thomas
right.
Anderson. It's like
Very
drastically different quality. Like a huge variance. People online, nerds online, gamers, they have always said, well, it was just a bad adaptation. If they did Resident Evil right, it would be a different story. I'm here to say I don't think it's that cut and dry. We had 2 attempts from Netflix, a show and a standalone movie, trying to really faithfully adapt Resident Evil. Both fell on their face. So... why am I hyped for Zach Krager's Resident Evil? Because it's Zach Krager.
Because it's Zach Krager.
Exactly.
100%. Absolutely.
Yeah. Resident Evil, like it or not, it is a franchise that exists within a lot of camp, a lot of horror pulp, because it's essentially riffing on every type of zombie there's ever been.
Okay.
Over the course of the franchise. When it comes to what Zach Krager's can do with that and what we saw in Weapons to kind of play around with maybe some meta story structures to it, I feel like that is going to be the recipe for success for finally cracking a Resident Evil adaptation.
The dude cares a lot about his movies. It's always great to see. Yeah. I mean, he just won the Golden Laces for Weapons. Mm-hmm. I guess I might have to go see this in support. But I knew you were going to be pumped for this. What number is this on your top 7?
This is number 5.
Okay, number 5.
Yep.
Number 5 for Vin. And did I miss anything for September, Vin?
I don't think so, but I think I'm going to have a lot of black holes. I'm going to have a lot of blind spots when it comes to these next couple
We've
months.
got Forgotten Island. We got that DreamWorks in there.
Yep.
That's something. And this is when...
This is September?
Right. And once when we get into September, after August, this is where a lot of the unreleased or not dated yet films are going to start filling in.
Yep.
Like big time. Okay, October. So I have the film October by Jeremy Saulnier. And then I have Street Fighter, The Social Reckoning, and Digger by Alejandro Inarritu, Tom Cruise film.
Yes.
Anything I'm missing first?
No, I don't think so. Street Fighter, I already said, was on my bottom dumps list.
It's my number 13.
Because of the mix-up.
Because of the mix-up.
But still kind of there, honorary. It's not getting the boot. Yeah.
Right.
I don't know. I feel like back in the day, you used to be about Street Fighter V on the PS3. Am I misremembering that?
Oh, no. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think it was Street Fighter 3. It might have been.
Okay.
Whatever it was.
One of the Street Fighters, yeah.
Yeah, but like also, now it's the movie,
Yeah.
And I don't know if I need to see all the people that are in it. Yeah,
for real. But yeah, I would say Inarritu's Digger is number 6 on my most hype.
Oh, it made the list.
Yes. I mean, definitely a case of like, I need to see a little bit more than just maybe some dancing on the boardwalk. Inarritu, I love his filmmaking. We did a whole director's study, like kind of portioned out a while back on the podcast, folks, and just such a creative voice, a distinctly international voice when it comes to directing, but in that makes one-of-a-kind movies usually. And I can only hope this is going to be one-of-a-kind for Tom Cruise, as a vehicle.
I know. He hasn't done... Last American film or last English film he did was The Revenant, Inarritu, and then the only other film he did after that was Bardo, and which was a little, know what I mean?
Kind of almost. Bardo felt like, I think I probably talked about this in the review. It felt like an apology to his home country for making movies in Hollywood. Like it felt like a guilt movie.
I don't know how to say this, but Digger is my number 1 on my most anticipated films, Vin. Can I say why?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. You have to.
Because, again, if I walk into this and don't like it, I'm kind of okay.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I can't tell you, but I'm so confused by it. It's been somewhat talked about, and I really like these two. This is the new... Tom Cruise is entering into his new era with this film, but he's going comedic route, and it's with this all-time director who directed one of my all-time favorite movies of all time in The Revenant.
Sure.
And I do like Birdman, not as much as some other people.
Right.
I know some critics have their issues with it, whatever. I'm so excited for it. And because it's like, hey, let's do an outrageous comedy. I don't know what this is. I don't even know what to expect. So it is my most anticipated, because The Odyssey, I am actually nervous about.
Right. It has stakes to it.
Yes, and there's so much. This, horse blinders, no horse blinders, I'm going to watch every trailer on this one. It's like, I'm cool.
You're good to enjoy it.
I can't tell you how much I'm anticipating it, and that's my number 1 most anticipated.
That's fantastic. I'm glad you gave that context, because I really, this is a classic case of just like, who knows? Who knows?
Right, I don't know.
Who really knows? Like, even tone-wise.
I heard a take from another podcast show. I forget which one it was I was listening to, but somebody was just like, it's not the best when you have the teaser trailer come out and you have to tell people it's an outrageous comedy or something like that. You know what I mean? It's
interesting.
They're already trying to set the standard.
Yeah.
But regardless, no, I'm pretty excited. So I don't know.
That's great.
Don't know. And then
that's number 1.
Yeah, I know.
Fantastic. All right, so we're missing 2.
We're missing 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 11, 12.
Damn, wow. I'm curious.
Other movies I mentioned, The Social Reckoning, we talked about Street Fighter, and then October. So
Social Reckoning, honestly, should have been in my bottom list.
It really should be, man.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a nauseating movie.
Agreed.
Especially because, we've talked about Tarantino a lot.
We'll talk about Social Reckoning, the first one.
Yeah. So The Social Network is a Fincher film. Some argue the best Fincher film. Strikes a balance at these type of movies we got a lot in the last year of just like ambition versus kind of an antisocial, anti-humanist perspective to
right,
it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that the book is shut on the Facebook story. I'm not even saying the book is shut on Mark Zuckerberg as a story. I just don't like the idea of it being the next in the line. I feel like I would be much more comfortable with this movie if it was not trying to tie itself to The Social Network at all, like it was a series or something like that. It almost feels yucky in a sense that they're IPing, they're franchising it up, and that's why I think I push back on it.
And that's the thing. So with The Social Network, people love that film. People say it's some of the best of the decade. Yep. One of the best films, really, the past 25 years.
Says best of the 2010s?
Something, I think so. Yeah. And listen, it is Aaron Sorkin writing, who was known for... did he write the original?
Yes, he did.
He wrote the original. He also wrote The West Wing. Aaron Sorkin is a respected writer. But he's also kind of diminishing returns as of late, from my understanding.
Okay.
And he not only wrote this, he's directing The Social Reckoning. And then on top of that, there's something more electric to the founding of Facebook than... hey, we're gonna talk about Facebook and how they covered up secrets, and also we're not bringing back the old cast because they weren't interested in it, rightfully so.
Yes, I think that spells doom right out of the gate.
So, we have Mikey Madison and Jeremy Allen White, and we have Jeremy Strong playing Mark Zuckerberg. These are big actors. And
that's what I was gonna ask.
People that can play characters, but it's not it's not it's Jesse Eisenberg.
Yeah.
It's it's
And
Jeremy
we're not
Strong.
even Jesse Eisenberg fans.
No, but he played the role well.
Right.
So there's just I don't know. I mean, I never watched The Social Network, so I have no
really?
attachment to it. But I figured it would be on your bottom list or close to it.
Yeah. It's not, but I really think in hindsight it probably should have been.
Okay.
So, and optimistically, a great reason to watch Social Network because I really do think they
yeah.
legitimately a great movie. Also, I think the last
do you
thing
have
that
it rated?
Sorkin directed, I want to say was that I Love Lucy kind of like melodrama. The one where it was like all behind the scenes. You remember that one?
Well, not the one you're talking
The
about.
Richards? No, what was it called?
That wasn't Aaron Sorkin, I don't think.
I think it was. I think that's why he directed.
Loving the Richards? One of the first ones. With, what's his face?
Yeah, Javier.
Javier
and,
Bardem.
Yep. And,
Being the Ricardos.
yes,
Right?
yes, good.
I mean, okay. What do you remember?
I could be wrong, though.
Do you remember what you gave? Oh, my
Social
God.
Network.
Yeah, Aaron Sorkin, written and directed. Very good.
Yep.
Excellent, Vin. Do you remember what you gave Social Network?
That might be in the must-watches, honestly. If not, probably
Not
in
the 90s, though, right?
No. I don't think so.
Oh, you gave it an 80.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Great score.
It really is. It really is a great movie. I mean, I wish it made Justin Timberlake a better actor, because he was in some stuff after that. He was in like that weird like time themed sci-fi movie.
Yeah.
He's so like like punchable and like such a great performance in that. I just wish it springboarded him into better stuff.
And then the other movie I have in October is just called October. So our boy.
Yeah. What is this? I'm not even on my radar.
Okay, so it's called October, and it's a thriller. It takes place on now. This doesn't have a date, but I threw this on October because the movie takes place on Halloween night. And Jeremy Saulnier, same guy that did Blue Ruin.
Yep. Rebel Ridge.
Yeah, Rebel Ridge, the one that just came out last
Green
year.
Room.
Yeah, so we like this guy.
Absolutely.
I really liked Rebel Ridge, and there was a bidding war. For this to get him for his next film.
Okay.
So apparently the script is pretty good, and it is Jeremy Saulnier. It is my number 8th most anticipated films all year.
Nice.
I like the director.
Absolutely, and he certainly knows how to not hold a punch when it comes to graphic violence on screen. So, I mean, if this is horror themed or October themed at all, I feel like that's probably a very interesting match to see on screen.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna see.
Is he sticking with the Netflix collab for it?
I'm actually not sure. I do want to say it was Netflix, but I don't know. I do think it's actually going to get a theater release, a proper one. So, and like I said, we might actually. The fact that it takes place on Halloween night, a terrifying chain of events unfolds in this action-packed horror thriller, written and directed by Jerry Saulnier. So.
Kind of sounds like Halloween.
We'll see. But again, once again, 2026, look what we had at Halloween this year. Kind of nothing.
Yeah, absolutely.
But that's my number 8th most anticipated film of the year. Anything else for October?
I don't think so.
Okay, November. I have The Great Beyond, J.J. Abrams directed. Madden, David O. Russell's Madden film. Fokker in Law, the 4th Meet the Fockers or Meet the Parents films.
Yep.
And then Narnia, The Magician's Nephew.
That's really... Is that...
Yeah. I'm not kidding you.
Wait, no, but is that a book title from Narnia?
Maybe it better be.
It better be.
I don't know, but it is Narnia, the Magician's Nephew, over
Anything
on Netflix.
but nephew in a title. Just don't put
or magicians. Magicians. I mean, I just no. Thank you.
Does not have the pomp and circumstance behind it. Okay, I don't have any of those on my list. We need to talk about Madden, though.
Okay, yeah.
We
Go
need
ahead.
to talk about Madden.
It's my number 12th on the list, by the way.
Okay, yeah. I am just so interested to see if, we should probably say it, Nick Cage is playing Madden. I'm just so interested to see how hammy goes with the the performance. Did
you watch the trailer?
No,
that came out.
Do we hear his voice?
Oh yeah. We do.
Okay.
I actually think it's going to be all right.
Okay.
I do think you'll be seeing Nick Cage as John Madden.
Okay.
But it does help that it's a younger Madden. We're not getting older, chubbier Madden. We're getting slightly chubby. Just off being a coach, John Madden.
Got it.
And then we have Christian Bale as Pat Summerall or Al Michaels. No, Pat Summerall.
Can't get away from David O. Russell.
And that's fine.
Yeah.
One, we like David O. Russell.
Yeah,
You weren't the biggest fan of his last film.
No, but absolutely. I'm still rooting for him.
Yeah, and American Hustle just speaks so much. We like that movie.
Absolutely.
So between it being David O. Russell and then we actually have, I don't know, maybe, stretch your wings, man. I think we actually might have a Nick Nick Cage performance that's quite good.
Right.
There was rumors that it's not going to get theatrical release, that Amazon's just going to put it out on Amazon, and it's coming out Thanksgiving Day.
Wow, what? That is some good marketing on Thanksgiving.
It does kind of
Day.
make sense.
Wow, that's
Please
solid.
put it in the movie theaters, though. I want to go see it in movie.
Yeah, true.
I want to see him as young John Madden.
That's true.
Like I said, that's why it's not my top 10. It is my number 12.
Okay, I like that. I like that a lot. And again, I was very interested in it just because. I don't know. We talk so much about music biopics. I don't think the formula has been set, or the mold has been set on sports biopics, certainly. And I feel like that's a gold mine. If they want to hang up the music biopic, guess what? We're not going to sports biopics.
And it's very specific time in the actual story. It's about him and the early days of the game and things like the video game. Madden video game.
Really is going to tie into the game?
Yeah, I believe so.
Wow.
I believe it ties into that a little bit. So we actually are following a storyline, not just like, here's the life of John Madden. You know what I mean?
EA Sports. It's in the game.
By the way, I think it hopefully might just be called Narnia. So it is.
Where did you get Magician's Nephew?
Well, I got it off of the list. I got it off the list.
But this is Greta Gerwig?
Yes, it is based off the book Narnia the Magician's Nephew.
Right.
This is a storyline it's following, and some sites have it as Narnia the Magician's Nephew. On IMDb right now, it's just called Narnia 2026.
Got it. Okay. I'll say I am rooting for Greta Gerwig. This is obviously jumping to potentially a huge franchise for her. I don't really have a lot of skin in the game for Narnia. Maybe some respect for the author. I'm missing his name. Was it C.S. Lewis?
C.S. Lewis.
Yeah. So some respect there with like Narnia. Obviously, the cross pollination with Tolkien and Lord of the Rings as far as like the novels go. More so, just kind of rooting for her not to like fall on her face with a big franchise, because I don't think she deserves that as far as like directing goes, or like something cumbersome, something that's a burden to her career.
I am rooting for this. I'm rooting for her. I don't think she was the right person to take this up.
Oh, interesting.
I don't like that it's with Netflix. I have a lot of appreciation for her for keeping her feet, for digging her feet in and say, I am going to walk off this project if you don't give it a proper theatrical release.
Oh, okay.
Huge amount of respect for her for that.
Yep.
I believe this is shot in VistaVision.
Oh,
and I like Greta Gerwig.
Yeah.
She has, I'm not going to, she shouldn't be directing a Narnia reboot. It shouldn't be up to her to do it. This
it's
is
certainly not going to be like
second least most anticipated film.
second. Damn. I'm glad you got that out. Okay, good, because that perfectly contextualizes where like this sits for you. Then.
Okay, yeah. And I know people got mad at me for my Barbie review, but you have to understand how much my knives were out, and I just wasn't buying it. I just wasn't buying it, okay?
To be fair, you hadn't seen it at that point, though.
I still haven't seen it.
You still haven't seen it. So maybe study up.
But I will say,
I think Gerwig's a good director. I agree.
I like her.
Yeah, there's something
I like her in Bomb Back Together. I like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I liked her in freaking White Noise. You know what I mean? Like, I don't.
You're the only one.
And I went back and I watched, what's the one that
recently?
Little Women. I've seen Little Women.
Okay.
I watched that.
She was in Jay Kelly as well.
Yes, small little role. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it would be just a tragedy after the success of Barbie specifically, that this would be just like, she's in franchise jail, she's in franchise hell,
It is, no, she wanted it.
Right, she did want it, yeah.
It is going to do well, and I will say, I am rooting for, I am in her corner 100%.
Hot takes on Narnia? Like the franchise, the property?
You know how I am with this kind of stuff.
You're definitely Team Tolkien.
I like Lost, not 24. I like Lord of the Rings, not Harry Potter.
Us versus them.
And yeah, I mean, C.S. Lewis, obviously I have respect for, just because if you're such a Tolkien fan,
you kind of have to be.
Exactly right. But it's the Narnia is 5-year-old version of Lord of the Rings.
Sure, right.
In the weirdest way, but you know what I mean by that.
No, I feel you. It's definitely aiming just the slightest bit, even of the old movies, aiming the slightest bit down in that kind of early 2000s fantasy space.
It's nowhere near the depth and the intricate. It's no Middle Earth. You know what I mean? I mean, there's only one Tolkien who can actually create languages on his own.
In the arms race between...
Narnia is pretty in your face.
Yeah. That's great.
Okay. Well, all right. So anything else I missed in November? Oh, Faulkner-in-Law. Oh, The Great Beyond.
No thoughts.
Okay, but you were aware of it.
I was.
It was called The Ghost Rider for the longest time, but J.J. Abrams, he hasn't directed a film in years.
Right. He's been in producer mode.
Yeah, and I have to say, did you read the
No,
logline
not really.
on it?
Not really. I knew he was behind it, and I feel like just kind of in the same note that you were just leaning into, of just like it's been a while since he's directed something. I honestly expected another franchise, coming off of Star Wars.
Right.
I just expected him to be just that high value as a director.
That was
he would
his
just
last
latch
film,
on
right?
to it.
The fourth,
I'm
not
pretty
the
sure.
Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Where he had to come back and fix all Ryan Johnson's problems.
Right.
Well, listen, man. I mean, okay, so
Quotes on fix.
a young newlywed couple struggles to survive against a supernatural entity. It's a fantasy, horror, mystery, sci-fi.
Yeah, that sounds perfect for J.J. Abrams.
I think that sounds cool. I don't know.
I feel like it's some Super 8 vibes.
Hey, if it's rated R, that would be cool. It's Glenn Powell, Jenna Ortega, Samuel L. Jackson. It is my number 9th most anticipated film.
All right.
Listen, man. He made Lost. He made Lost.
Listen.
He made Star Trek 2009.
It's been a long time
Made
since
Star
Lost.
Trek 2009. I don't absolutely hate The Force Awakens.
Okay.
And I actually don't absolutely hate The Rise of Skywalker.
Right, yeah. Whenever
So-
we tackle that, you're gonna have some hot takes on
I
Rise
mean,
of
that's fine.
Skywalker.
I'm positive on JJ. I appreciate. Oh my god. Oh, what Mission Impossible 3. I mean, come on. I like this guy,
Yeah, true.
and
true.
it's good to see him back. My biggest concern about it is Glenn Powell.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I
fair.
want gritty seriousness. I don't need, Glenn Powell.
Yeah,
good
we
guy.
completely glazed over some other Glenn Powell stuff earlier in the
Oh,
year.
you know what I mean.
He's got properties.
Okay, so that, like I said, Great Beyond, no longer called the Ghostwriter. That's my number 9 slot. All right, Ben, December. How about this? You rattle off what you have in the month before we. Get
No,
into it.
you go.
Okay.
Your list is tighter.
Okay, I have Angry Birds 3.
Okay, how come your list is tighter? He starts off with Angry Birds 3. What the hell is going on with this man?
What
What is going on with this man? Angry Birds 3. What are you talking about?
It's not on any of my lists. I'm mentioning it because I just wanted to put all the animated films on here. I want to put all the animated films on here. Angry Birds 3.
Yeah, got it.
Okay, Werewolf or Werewolf by
Nice.
Robert Eggers, and
Yeah.
then Dune Part 3 / Dune Messiah.
Yes. Okay, so
Doomsday is on there too.
Okay, all right. So we're hitting the tops here of both lists. I will say Werewolf is my number 3 for top hype.
Number 3.
Yeah. I think after Nosferatu, I'm excited for something with a little bit less attachment, and if anything, a little bit of Frankenstein from this last year.
Yeah.
A little bit less attachment to one singular text, one thing that we have to be so tied into.
Yeah.
And from what I understand, Werewolf is not that. It's more so kind of adapting the mythos of werewolves and lycanthropy and kind of stuff like that. I feel like without so much rails, Eggers is going to do just such a great job with just capturing the vibe of Gothic for this movie. And
Yeah.
I'm just very excited, just like stylistically, even to get just some pictures, trailer on anything of this. So really excited. Also, a Christmas release. We continue the Christmas
Oh,
Club.
can't wait. Yeah, Christmas Club. That is what we're calling it. Gonna make wristbands. Okay.
Seeing movies on Christmas.
I'm sorry. What number is it for you?
That's number 3.
Okay. Werewolf is number 7
Okay.
in my top 10.
I think that's respectable.
The reason why it's not higher is because I'm getting concerned that I love Robert Eggers and this is his lane, but it is his lane.
It is
and
his
we have
lane.
The Northman, and we have
Nosferatu.
and we have Nosferatu. And now we have this, and it's like the same cast as Nosferatu. It's like. We're going to see the exact same movie. I'm super pumped because
Yep.
it's Eggers and he's doing a werewolf movie.
Yep.
At the same time, I just feel like we're getting a little bit too stuck in the Gothic same lane. Just coming off 2 years of Nosferatu.
He's
Still 7, though.
He's
Still
not
7.
scared of anything but cell phones.
Oh, and
in
cars,
his movies.
yes.
Yeah. So
I'm becoming more and more of a fan of Eggers, big
Yeah,
time. I think
yeah.
he's more maybe up your alley a little bit, more
Yeah.
your lane, but that's it. Is it going to be more of the same? That's my only nerve. That's why it's 7.
I think that's a great observation. I did not know that there was like a 1-to-1 repeat of the cast. as
Yeah, I
well.
don't want, maybe not.
That creates some problems, or maybe some potential for problems.
Not the same cast, but there's some carryover.
Listen, if Willem Dafoe is
he's in it, all right.
Yeah, exactly. Like, how could he not?
Right.
You know? I feel like there will be some like thematic overlap in that. But I will go to Avengers Doomsday, if that's cool.
Doomsday.
Yeah, Doomsday.
It's happening.
Avengers Doomsday is my number 1 in the dumps. I am not anticipating this at all. I am, in fact, probably the most nervous for it because though here on the Daily Ratings, folks, we shit on Marvel quite a bit, there is a day and there is a time that I was very much about the MCU. And I feel like
you and a lot of people.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, a hell of a lot of people.
Yeah.
There was a time in the sun for comic book nerds and nerds in general to have something, in the theaters and have it this big. For better or worse, the entire run of the podcast and pretty much post Endgame, post COVID, we have been in the dumps, and I feel like I don't have an ounce of faith for Avengers Doomsday. The list goes on. A few things I'll lean into. Robert Downey Jr. returning as Dr. Doom. I have no faith that, even aside from Robert Downey Jr. being included in this, that we're going to get finally a good Dr. Doom. Dr. Doom's a hard villain to nail down. He is mechanical. He is literally magical. He kind of is in every lane of what a villain can be in Marvel as far as comic book lore. The fact that that's now further muddied because Robert Downey Jr. is going to be tied into some sort of multiverse nonsense to make it make sense for this casting.
Yeah.
I have zero faith in it. I also have kind of slipped further down the hill on anticipation or lacking anticipation for this because we've gotten these teaser trailers. I feel like the teaser trailers look like garbage. It really feels like the script is still not done on this. It feels like
the way the movie was patched together was unreal.
Absolutely. And probably still in post-production being patched together. Last thing I'll point to is Russo brothers. The Russo brothers have spent their blank check over and over again and proven, unfortunately, they are not great directors.
They got the Bubble Burst Award last week.
Exactly.
For the directors whose stock fell the most.
Yeah, for real. I feel like almost I commented on every movie we've covered from them on the podcast that, like, I'm rooting for the Russo brothers to use momentum of what they did with the MCU into new things, stuff they actually want to direct. I'm not saying that they don't want to be part of the MCU, but, like, something that is special to them and them alone. Repeatedly, it's been a disappointment, and I don't think Doomsday is going to save that. So
I heard a comment too with these kind of teaser trailers are coming out. Yeah. It's just like, hey, Thor is going to be back. Hey, we're bringing back Steve Rogers, the original Captain America. It's just like, boy, is that trying too hard? Right. Is it? Are you already telling us that it might not be? Like, I don't know. That's a good sign.
Yeah, I think it's multiverse burnout. I feel like that is even among nerds and comic book fans. We're kind of done with multiverse stuff. Boy, is it just telegraphing that all these returning cast members, they have zero faith in what they've built up over the last 5 years.
Exactly.
So what we always comment on, the MCU homework, the catch-up, the summer reading with these movies.
Yep.
What a great way to telegraph that we don't need summer reading anymore because we're going back to the old stuff that we wanted in the first place. So.
All right. So, and then the same thing, the same exact day that Doomsday is coming out, Dune 3, Dune Messiah is coming out.
Yeah.
And it is officially Doomsday. That is, we have our Barbenheimer, we have our what is Wicked and Gladiator, Click It, which didn't go as well for Gladiator 2 at least. But no, I don't know if you saw, but Timothy Chalamet and Robert Downey Jr. were on stage recently.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And Robert Downey Jr. was already, it's happening. No one's budging. For a while, it was who's going to move.
Oh,
Who's going to switch dates, who's going to get cold feet, whatever, or something like that. But basically, and then Dune, Warner Brothers was just like, we're staying, we're doing this.
Crazy.
They just came out and they locked down IMAX for 3 full weeks.
Crazy.
So I believe how this is going to go is Dune will be getting all the IMAX screens, and Doomsday will be getting all the Dolby and all the specialty Screen X, Super X screens or something like that with the other theaters. That's probably how it has to go, how they split up Barbie and Oppenheimer. Very interesting. Both are going to do really well, but you want to talk about Dune 3?
Well, it's my number one.
Okay, it's my number 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hope it leans into being called Dune Messiah because I do think the separation of the books and Frank Herbert, there is some big shifts in the story of Dune. And the further we go out, I don't want numbers tying these movies together. I want this almost to be, yes, it's a continuation, obviously, but we're doing something thematically very different.
Yeah.
And
shit gets crazy, folks. Even if you just like go on Wikipedia,
right.
Which is what I'm not reading. I'm going to read the book. but just doing as much.
Certainly not the later ones.
And I don't know if I want to do any more research than basic Wikipedia page, Google page here or there.
Sure.
Shit gets crazy, folks. If
Yeah.
you think you're walking in to like, hey, we're gonna pick up where we left off. No.
Yeah. So that is a little bit of an excitement there because I am really excited for it to get crazy. I'm excited for this to be a adventurous or a out there sci-fi film.
Yeah.
But it's number one, Denis Villeneuve. Arguably my favorite director. I seriously, he's top 3 of all time.
Yeah.
And I just cannot wait for more Villeneuve.
So the way it takes a tone shift, the way what happens in Dune Messiah is so nuts and so crazy and spanning so much.
Yeah.
That's why it's my number 2, because I have a lot of nerves about this one.
Sure.
Like high nerves, just like I do the Odyssey. But it's just the fact of it kind of beat out the Odyssey. I'm riding such a high on Dune 2. That movie did not get the praise it should have. Denis Villeneuve did not get the praise it should have.
Sure.
And I'm going to be pissed if this doesn't quite hit the heights that everyone's expecting, because it's like, that was the big case at the Oscars and why they gave Dune 2 a March release and not a late year release, because it's like, well, the third one's probably going to be made. It's a very good movie, but he can get his Return of the King. You know, that's Peter Jackson's Return of the King.
Interesting.
But like, people don't understand it's a different kind of movie.
yeah, it's going to be really different.
And my nerves is it's not going to quite hit as big.
Yeah.
And now Denis will never get his recognition. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's very interesting that there's a comparison to Lord of the Rings at all. Because
big time,
there's just such fundamentally different movies. I mean, I just would never make that comparison, even with just being like a 3-movie arc big franchise.
But when you think of it from the business side, how the Academy thinks, it's not your turn yet.
Yeah.
You'll get it on the third one.
So true.
You know what I mean?
And that really was the dialogue with Dune 2, where it's just like, well, he doesn't deserve it yet.
It's
which
solved.
is like ridiculous.
Solved all the problems. Solved all the problems. Should have won everything. Okay, all right.
Yeah. I guess the last thing I'll say, and I'm just really spitballing here just because in the sense of Doomsday, Avengers Doomsday, and Dune 3 Messiah, I feel like when you look, it's a shame that they're trying to do Barbenheimer, because if you look at Barbenheimer is like a perfect yin-yang.
Yes.
It is not cannibalizing any of each other's market. The people going to see Barbie would probably never see Oppenheimer, and the people who are going to see Oppenheimer would probably never see Barbie. So the fact that they were together created this social event of, well, we might as well go see this because they're both being really well received. They're both being really good.
I also, caveat here, before you make your second half to that, I would just say they're both adult movies. They both work for adults. And I do think there was a lot of people just like, well, we'll have fun this weekend. And then we'll go and we'll study and stare and be very
sad.
Locked in on this weekend.
Yes, right.
You know what I mean? There's crossover.
Right. But that's what I mean kind of in
you know.
like the visuals of the yin and yang of just like, they're not
You're right. There's yin and
eating
yang.
away at the market.
Correct.
You know? There's not overlap. There is overlap with Avengers and Dune. Dune just being a franchise that for Gen Z, for Gen Alpha has really resonated as far as like being like this young, like, you know, Timmy being a just like electric on screen, almost like the Star Wars prequels, an Anakin-like figure, an anti-hero. There is some cross-pollination there, or some overlap there with Avengers just being a massive property that same generation has been so attached to in the 2010s. So I feel like what you said around theater space is something to pay attention to, like in a big,
well, they're going to have
way.
to make it work somehow.
Exactly.
My thing is
Theater real estate, like that's a big issue with those two movies.
But understand, this is one of the biggest released weekends of the year, the weekend before Christmas.
Right.
You know, this is the Lord of the Rings spot. This is the
Avatar
Avatar spot.
Yep.
Right. So I think actually having a Doomsday is very smart. I actually do. I think they're both going to do well. Question is, what movie is going to do better? Seriously, that's a big question.
I of course want to root for Denis, but I feel like there even morbid curiosity of watching Avengers maybe not live up to the hype, I feel like is going to grab people for that first watch. You know, 1 ticket per head.
So you think that worldwide, I think Doomsday wins.
Oh, you Dune? Doomsday's both of them.
Doomsday.
Oh, okay.
Doomsday is both of them.
Oh, right.
Doomsday.
Avengers.
I think Avengers is going to win worldwide. I don't know if we're all tired and if by Superman no one cares anymore to go see another Avengers film or something like that. I do think Avengers is going to beat it out, but nothing would make me happier than to see Dune 3
For sure.
outperform.
For sure. Absolutely. And I guess that's a good point. We are going to get some temperature on the constant phrase superhero burnout by the time we get to mid-year with Supergirl and Spider-Man.
And
With Spider-Man.
Clayface. Well, no, it's true. Come on, that's a big DC property.
I don't think it is, though.
Well, they're going to try to make it. My
don't
point
think it
is,
is.
but you're going to be sick of seeing the superheroes.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
We're already in superhero burnout. There's also multiverse burnout. I feel like there's a lot of that play there. But there is. I obviously can't break down the numbers of these box office sales, but I feel like there's going to be a big element of morbid curiosity. A first time and first and only viewing for every head that is either rooting for or rooting against the MCU.
That's a good point. I do think more people will go buy that first ticket for that movie.
Yep.
But will there be more second buyers like we did on Dune 2
Sure.
that will go see Dune 3 again?
Right. That's maybe the margin where they fight. So
Very interesting. Well, Vin, we still have lists. I still have half my list I got to go through. You still have some of your lists we have to go through.
Yep,
but before that, folks, let's go into the producer segment because we do have a couple of great producers to thank for this episode. So we'll first give a shout out to Jesse A. coming in, and we want to thank you, Jesse. He donated in over movie tickets, so $12.50 a movie ticket for you.
returning producer as well.
Oh, yeah. He has produced before. So Jesse wrote in also. He wrote a producer note and said, "What's up, Tom and Vin? Fantastic job on the Tom Dailies this year."
Oh, that's great.
Yes, even the guessing game. Vinny's sheer panic at realizing he had no chance of answering the questions was truly priceless. And probably more entertaining than if he had just gotten them right anyway.
Yeah, for real.
I always enjoy the longer episodes and specials, and it's great that even after a fairly mediocre year of movies, you two are still able to put together a show worth listening to.
That's great.
Thanks, man. We appreciate that. A recent episode inspired me to watch The Master and Uncut Gems back to back.
Juicy back to back. I like that it's plucked of like the middle of each of those episodes.
I'll tell you. Yeah. He goes, really like them both, but I've got to say, JP, meaning Joaquin Phoenix, is clearly the more despicable character. He goes, Howard's increasingly terrible decisions may be difficult to watch, but I could at least be in the same room as the guy without immediately needing a shower. That said, the Freddie Quayle Award is nowhere near as catchy. So maybe as the Howard Ratners.
Yeah, right.
So maybe
definitely agree there.
Yeah, maybe it's the best that Vinny is so repulsed by Adam Sandler. I also appreciated Vin reevaluating Uncut Gems and look forward to him doing the same for Hereditary. He goes, make it right.
That's great. I did drop that dime on myself.
Yeah, you did actually.
I mean, I have no doubt Ari Aster will give me a chance to revisit Hereditary in a year or two.
Oh, absolutely.
But I'm glad you picked that up.
He also said, keep up the great work, fellas. Here's to a fantastic 2026. He goes, P.S. Tom, Vin mentioned you had an unnatural, his words, attachment to your aunt's parrot. Please elaborate. Okay, all right, yeah.
Wow, these are
Vince
some
really...
good. No, but these are some good cuts within the episodes.
Yeah,
you have to be knee deep into any episode.
He's a producer. He's listening.
That's
He's
great.
engaged. He's with it. Okay, I mean, listen. So the parrot. Listen, my aunt has this parrot, Echo. I don't know if it's unnatural attachment. I probably haven't seen the bird in 3 years.
Oh, okay, all right.
Well, yeah, but come on, you know what I mean? But no, parrots. It's an African gray parrot. African grays are the best of parrots, and probably the best type of bird out there if you're gonna have one.
Right. I feel like we
Echo,
need some. Wait.
What?
Pump
No,
the brakes. We need some qualifiers on that.
Well,
best bird.
No, not best bird.
Okay.
Best bird to own. Best bird to own.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, bitch, don't even get me started on birds.
I want to get you started. I think he wants to get you started.
That'll be
on
for
birds.
the podcast in 2027, right? No, African gray parrot, they're sick. They can talk to you. They're unbelievably smart. They're just like when we were kids and we'd go to the beach, like they had a beach house, and when the bird and Echo was there, after a week it would start to talk like you, and you get it to say things and get it to say your name. It would pick up that fast. Cool bird. No, unnatural, whatever. But no, that's the story. Cool bird. Cool bird.
Unnatural, I believe. I don't remember saying unnatural.
Oh, you said it already.
That's so funny.
Throw me
Unnatural
under the bus.
because no, you always you get on these. You get locked in. You get rooted in on one specific type of animal, and then like
Yeah,
you know
I do.
everything about that animal.
Yeah,
It's so yeah, that's unnatural.
Okay. No, the bird. No, but I don't know that much about African grays. But they're awesome. They're awesome. Echo is a great bird. Great name for a bird as well.
Fantastic note.
Jesse, thank you so much. Yeah, and he sent he sent the donation in like 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
And then after, he didn't write a producer note in, but after listening to the Tom Dailies, he wrote in a note. So Jesse, we appreciate your producer note, man. Really, thanks for saying that you like the episode. Because I got to tell you, after I can't stand myself after a while, so it's good to hear that people enjoyed it.
Just in the editing process, for sure.
So same deal. A couple of weeks ago, we had a donation. We had a note come in from our monthly producer, Joel Villanueva.
Yep.
So he wrote the note in, and then last week his monthly donation kicked in of $3.93, and then after he listened to the Tom Dailies, he sent in $12.60.
Oh, wonderful!
Movie ticket, I believe, with the transfer fees on it.
Very sweet.
So
Joel.
he really appreciated it. So he sent in a bigger note from a couple weeks ago, and then a shorter note just on the Tom Daily. So producer Joel writes in. He goes, "Happy New Year, gentlemen. Granted, this note isn't accompanying a donation, I think. Well, it is now. But just wanted to check in." He goes, "Firstly, my donation is $3.33 plus the fees. And I expected Tom to pick up on this as a no-agenda producer, but that's okay."
Which you're gonna have to explain that to me.
Well, no, just 333, the magic number. Whatever.
That's a magic number.
It's a special number. And Joel, I knew it but didn't know it. And even I think a few weeks ago, your last donation, I said 333, but it was 393. I got confused with it, so I knew it but didn't know it. But you're totally right. Yes, but no. So another value for value on No Agenda, and I'm a producer of that because they're phenomenal, and it's all about value for value. But he goes, but that's okay with a winky face. So thank you. So Joel says $3.33 plus fees per month or even one time is an amount all listeners can support. And I challenge all those listening to give some value to Vin and Tom for the value they give us.
A call to action.
Yeah,
wow.
pretty nice.
He's lighting the fires.
He says, I've tried multiple movie podcasts, and the daily ratings is the only one that hooked me.
Wow.
Which, that's super kind.
Yeah, that's very good.
I listen to other people's movie podcasts.
Right.
He goes, "Secondly, Guillermo del Toro is among my favorite directors." Knife in the heart of Tom, I know. I believe Tom mentioned something along the lines that Guillermo del Toro should go hard fairy tale or hard dark and not try to mix them. But to me, this is exactly why I love del Toro. We're used to all the Disneyfication of fairy tales, but if you read the source material, it can be pretty gnarly. I was bummed you didn't get to Kronos in your director's study. It's among my faves.
Damn, I am too.
You did want to get to it, but we ran out of time, actually.
Yeah.
So he says, "I encourage you both to check it out. To any other GDT fans out there, I recommend a film called Tale of Tales. A hit with critics, but not audiences so much. But I found it to be an entertaining, mature fairy tale anthology. Besides, it's got Salma Hayek in it, so it's a pretty easy watch it."
That's great. But I mean, we talk about that with some of like the dark fantasy we were dipping our toe into, where it's just like a lot of the source material to this. We talked about this with Wizard of Oz. We talked about we kind of commented on it with Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah.
Just like most of the time, the source material is darker and lives in much more of a gray area of fantasy, fairy tale, and even a little bit of horror.
And I hate to always go back to the one film I love from him, but Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio,
you think strikes that balance?
Well, yes, versus the other Pinocchio that came out the same year or whatever on Disney Plus.
Tom Hanks
one, and Robert Zemeckis, where Pinocchio can get dark.
Yeah.
There's lessons to be learned.
Yeah.
It's like trying to be a little bit more strict and
The
rule-based,
stakes.
and that one just glossed over it, made it too kid-friendly, and Guillermo del Toro brought that back a little bit. I think so. I mean, let's be honest. I said a lot on that episode about Guillermo del Toro's.
You got it out.
But the hard fairy tale versus hard dark, I'm cool with him doing both. It's when sometimes I feel like he gets silly. I don't know. He He didn't pick a lane enough. I'm cool with dark fairy tale.
Sure.
I think what had an issue with where there's something about it. There's a softness and a gentleness to it, and then all of a sudden he's super hardcore, and then I don't know. It just
definitely hit on an aspect, and going back to what you said in that review, you definitely locked into a lack of earned.
Yes,
these moments
the sex
weren't
wasn't earned.
Right.
The hardcore gore wasn't earned.
And in those swaps,
Yes.
Those being properly earned or telegraphed maybe a little bit.
Well, but I mean, listen, that's why it's my cilantro, and it's not a knife in my heart that you love him, Joel. It's something with me. It's in my DNA.
Great.
Thirdly, I want Vin to know that I appreciate the anime talk on the show.
Hell yeah!
I've been an anime fan since the early 90s, and I find it to be an incredible, diverse medium spanning almost all, if not all, genres.
Wow. That, Joel, you hit the nail on it. That, even just calling it a medium and not a genre, you are a proof that you are an anime, like a true anime fan. Thank you.
He goes, like a meta genre itself, there's winners and losers for sure, but some of the greatest movies ever made are anime. In my opinion, I'll never forget when I dragged my parents to a theater showing of Princess Mononoke in 1999.
Wow.
The movie ended, and I looked at their faces, and they were just staring at the screen, awestruck.
Wow.
We exited the theater, and they said, that was really good. My mom especially has been a Miyazaki's fan since.
Miyazaki and Studio Ghibli, I mean, it's just the perfect gateway drug into anime, just because of the level of quality and the complexity of what's being done.
I like it. I'm a fan. As I stated before, I'm hitting the back catalog. I'm at October 2nd, 2024 at this time. Really looking forward to the Godzilla episode that's been referenced, but with the show starting in 2022, I don't know how long I have to go. Each episode is a pleasure regardless. Thank you for your show. You guys are great. Cheers.
Wow.
Joel.
We got some mushy, these are some heartfelt notes.
Far too kind from the man. First of all, I mean, the fact that he said he tried other movie podcasts and this one sticks.
Yeah, that
means the world.
Absolutely
means the world. He's got to listen. Hey, if I happen to be sick when we do our next anime special, Joel, you can be the other man on the mic. Okay?
There we go. Wow, that's so great.
No,
and I mean, I'm hoping to do more anime this year. So I mean, the list is unsightly big. It is growing. I'm finding more gems in the rough.
It's amazing how it doesn't get smaller, that list.
It doesn't. I cut nothing from it.
And his call to action, I just want to point that out again, folks. $3.33 plus fees. Per month or even one time is an amount all listeners can support at, and I challenge all those listening to give some value to Vin and Tom for the value they give us.
Damn,
Joel, thank you, brother, so much for that.
Give a slick dollar to Joel. It's just, we did not pay him for that endorsement.
Value for value, brother. It's how it's done.
Wonderful.
So again, he sent that note in a couple weeks ago. Then his monthly came in, and then he listened to the Tom Daly episode last week. And Joel sent in a movie ticket with the transfer fees, which we really appreciate it. And he just wrote, "I know this may be two notes read on the next show, but the Tom Dalys had me cracking up. I had to stop mid-workout because I was laughing so much.
That's great.
The quiz show segment has to stay. Great show." Joel, man, your producership, you being a producer, and your monthly donations mean the world.
Absolutely.
But what means even more is the fact of how much value you're getting, and to hear people enjoying the show. I had somebody call me and say how much they enjoyed the Tom Dalys. To hear that, I can't tell you, means the world to us. And when producers donate in and write in, it gives us so much more energy to also keep going.
Yeah.
We obviously do enjoy this. We like what we do here. It's a good time, but it means the world that other people are enjoying it. So, Joel, we thank you so much for being a producer of episode 222. Our man, Jesse A., we so much appreciate for you sending in your movie ticket, Jesse. It means the world to us, guys. Thank you for showing what value the Daily Ratings is getting to you. And, folks, if you're listening and you don't know what's going on here, or even if you know the spiel, the Daily Ratings, we are producer-supported. We are listener-supported. You won't ever hear advertising breaks on the podcast where we're shoving random ads to you throughout the show. You won't even see pop-up advertisements and all that kind of crap on the website. That bogs that down. We're also not going to do a Patreon system where we force you to give a certain amount of money a month, and then you get specialty content the more money you give us. Everybody is on their own finances. Everybody's week to week is different, and also everybody may be getting some sort of different value from the daily ratings. We have weekly listeners, and then we also have once in a while listeners, once a month, or maybe you just stop by once a year to check out the Tom Dailies. Well, is that worth something to you? Can it be even less than a cup of coffee a month? $3.93 a month. You can donate monthly. You can donate once a week, or if it's just one time here or there, we appreciate it. It means the world to us. Vin and I, the Daily Ratings, is completely supported by those of you who listen by monetary supporting us through donations. If you go to thedailyratings.com, please head to the donations tab, and everything is laid out there for you. We do have some set donations, like buy Vin a movie ticket, or the Gump Club, become a Godfather, but there's the big value for value button there, because that's what our model is really based off of. If you're getting value from the Daily Ratings, can you send some value back? It's value for value. So you click that button, and you can send in whatever amount, big or small, $5, $50, $500, $5,000. It doesn't matter. Whatever suits you and whatever value you're getting from us. When you do donate in, you're an actual legitimate producer of the Daily Ratings. And that's why we call this the producer segment. Because when you financially support a project in Hollywood, you're a producer of the project. And that's how we're doing it here. Don't forget to send in a producer note, just like Jesse and Joel have. We want to hear from you. We want to bring you into the conversation and hear what you have to say, because that also is what being a producer is about. So you can write in. It can be questions, comments, critiques. Hey, we appreciate the love, but if you got some hate to give,
you guys
if you want to throw
knives?
some shade, we want to hear from you. Because if you're sending in some money our way, you're giving us just the time that you're listening to us week after week. We want to hear from you. So again, dailyratings.com, head to the donations tab, and if you can, send in a donation, become a producer, and send in that producer note. You can email us at tom.vin@thedailyratings.com. That is our email, so you can catch us there. And if you want to be a producer for episode 223 next week, head on over to thedailyratings.com. One other thing, by the way, Joel, he's playing with fire here.
What do you
He's
mean?
a dangerous man because he's going backwards in listening. He isn't starting from the early episodes.
Right, the quality is inverse.
If those monthly donations putter out, we're going to hit, because it's like, boy, it's going to be like, well, the quality is getting shit. I didn't realize the quality was so bad on this. You know, you get our sea legs and you get more comfortable being in front of mics. But
listen,
Joel, if you want to start for 2022 and work your way up, don't be afraid, because quality will suffer. But I still love going back and listening to some of those.
Yeah, especially when it comes to the specials. You know, the specials, I think back to Godzilla special, stop motion special, a lot of heart that we put into those as well.
Majorly.
Even we might not be as polished. But
a dedicated man. That means the world to us. You're actually going back.
Great.
Okay, guys, thank you so much. Vin, okay, so let's keep this going. We went through all of our months.
Yes, I think we'll just probably wrap up with just going through our, most anticipated, least anticipated by the numbers.
Yep.
And some of these, whether I forgot to mention them or or we didn't mention them at all, we'll make it to. We'll highlight.
Right. So if you have some dates on some of those, just plug those out.
So sure.
I have a top 10. We already went through my 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th.
Oh, you can go over it again. I'm cool with that.
Oh, okay. Well, I just have why don't we just finish out our list?
Cool.
And then we'll run it down one more time.
Cool.
What numbers? Let's start with your lowest. Let's start with your. Where do you want to go?
Let's do least anticipated. Let's just knock it out all the way through.
Go.
All right. My 7th least anticipated is something we actually didn't mention, which is Hunger Games: Sunrise on the Reaping.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say kind of a slick trailer. I will say that. I'm just not eager to bleed out the choose your own boyfriend adventure that is this franchise. Like,
I know.
Like, I'm done with it.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but is J-Law in this?
I don't think so, because it is another prequel.
The
last
Ballad,
one we got,
Songbird, and Snakes.
Bingo. Yeah,
Right.
that was a hardcore prequel in the sense that it was like the start of everything. This is now mid-stride into the Hunger Games, so we potentially will see characters a little bit older. We obviously have a big recast of why can't I remember his name? Jesse Plemons is playing him.
Oh, okay.
Master. Why?
What do you? Philip Seymour Hoffman's character.
Yes, he is recasted as Jesse Plemons in this. So,
ooh, shoes to fill, buddy.
Sure, you're right. So, and maybe something that the fans want to see. Again, I think, if anything, Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, I was really happy that it didn't do that great, even with fans. I was just like, all right, let's just put it to bed.
I think it ended up making some money or broke even or something like that. Do you have a date on that?
That's somewhere in like that October, November, September. That probably loose date on it to begin with.
What's the full name?
Hunger Games: Sunrise on the Reaping.
On the Reaping. Okay, so that's number 7.
That's number 7. 6, Mandalorian Grogu. 5, shared spot between Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat 2, the fighting game adaptation slot. 4, Michael, the MJ biopic. One last thing with that.
Please. Oh, boy. Are we going to watch it? Or are you going to be so frustrated?
I know. The shame of it is, and I don't want to get like controversial with MJ, but like there is a very compelling story here to confront some shadowy parts of MJ's life. First half with his father and everything that has been said around the Jacksons and their upbringing.
Yeah.
And the very obvious second half of Neverland and everything that documentaries high and low have covered.
Yes.
The fact that, again, this biopic is shooting so plain, middle of the road, like a little bit of conflict, hop in the studio, pump out a hit. Like, I'm done with it. I'm done with it. Garbage.
Okay. That's number 4 on the list?
Yeah, that's number 4.
Okay.
Number 3, shared spot.
And we're working way up to, you feel them, like number 1 is, I am so not looking forward to it. Okay.
Exactly.
Go ahead.
Number 3, shared spot between the Universal Monster spin-offs, Luca Besson's Dracula and Lee Cronin's The Mummy. Said enough about that. Number 2 is what I forgot to mention in February, Scream 7.
Oh.
Listen, folks, I know my horror firsts episode, slightly controversial because I didn't really like any of them. I am still pretty strong on my feelings of Scream. We have dodged the bullet of Scream twice now. No, but as far as like new movies.
Oh my God, you're right.
We've dodged the bullet on 5 and we dodged the bullet on 6. And the fact that...
Wait, we were doing a podcast during 5 and 6?
I think 5, the reboot, because that was like the first reboot where they started bringing people
Courtney
back.
Cox was back,
right? Yeah, because it's just called Scream, I believe.
Wow.
But we at least dodged a bullet on 6.
One of them was good or something like that.
I don't want any of them. I find the production story of Scream much more interesting than anything that goes on in those movies. And the fact that 7 really looks the same of just like...
Yeah.
Oh, my God. That trailer is like, honestly, probably my least favorite trailer I've seen in the last 6 months. So that's my number 2 and number 1, Avengers Doomsday.
Oh,
least
okay.
anticipated.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. So least anticipated film. Very good. I think that's good, Vin.
Yeah. Your least anticipated.
I kind of forgot because there are in here. I put number 2 as Narnia just because I didn't know what to put at number 1. Well, I'm not kidding you when I say every single superhero movie
right, okay,
you
fair.
can put on this.
Listen, fair.
Okay.
Fair.
And then as far as least anticipated, that's where I almost...
Can you give a soft ranking? What is the number 1 least anticipated superhero? Like, is it Supergirl? It's fine. It's Supergirl. It's Spider-Man.
There's some type of issue I have with Supergirl. Big
really?
time. Yeah.
Really?
And then after that, Clayface, but because
it
means nothing to me, maybe I'm actually excited for it.
Sure.
Doomsday is probably going to annoy me, so that's definitely up there. That's super up there. What else am I forgetting?
Spider-Man. Spooderman.
I just don't. Those are.
I just don't care.
Nothing. That's like it's like benign cancer to me.
Whoa,
where?
Oh my God! Sometimes we gotta pump the brakes. I mean, you were talking about Spider-Man on the internet, Tom. What are you talking about? Benign is Spider-Man number 2.
You're right.
Like,
I'm sorry.
Arguably number 1 over Batman.
That's why there's 2 of us.
Okay.
That's why there's 2 of us on the podcast.
I gotta pump the nerd brakes.
What I'm trying to say is. I never cared about the Tom Holland reboot.
Okay, fair.
And I never even cared about the last one before this.
Andrew Garfield.
Right.
So it was already like I just tired because of these reboots.
I'm happy the movie did super well, that last one. I mean, it's funny that people don't say that saved movies. People are still laughing at that. I just don't care.
What's crazy is I think about there is a podcast out there that covers movies, very nerd movies, and they like only cover Spider-Man sometimes.
I know, because I know what it means to of people. I know
Yeah.
Spider-Man, even just with the movie world and the licensing rights, it's always kind of on its own little island.
Sure,
You know
the
what I
Sony
mean?
split. Yeah, absolutely.
Totally get it. It doesn't mean anything to me. I'm probably not going to really like it, but it's going to be so whatever that there might be some things I'm enjoy. And
Yeah.
I probably won't come on here railing against it because there won't be any need to.
Okay,
It's like
fair,
it's
fair.
fine. It's fine.
Okay. I like
It's
that.
benign.
Maybe regretting asking for some clarification of that, but that was good. That was
Okay.
good.
I will say too, I will actually kind of rep. What was the last one that came out? No Way Home.
Yeah,
That's the
right.
one. I almost.
I think you were a tiny bit hotter on that because we watched that together, didn't we?
Listen, it was weird. We were coming out of it's one of the first things in the theater.
Yeah, true.
My
True.
thing is, I just like why. I don't think Top Gun Maverick should get save theaters. Like, if anything, that should go to Spider-Man.
That's a great point. That's a
If
great point.
we're just talking money value, I understand that. I think it had more cultural hit. What's it called? Top Gun Maverick. But like, as far as numbers go, and that came out before Maverick did.
Yeah.
It came out in 2021.
That's a great point. That's
Regardless.
a great point.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Honestly, that's what I have. Because
So no number one though.
well, we can bump.
You talked a lot of shit this episode. There probably could be.
What are you talking about?
There could be plenty of nominees for the number one slot.
I'll be honest. I didn't think I talked that much shit. It's just all the movie hero things, and then again, because I don't have to watch the ones I'm really not looking forward to. I have more so like the ones I'm most nervous about,
Right.
Which is the Odyssey and Dune Messiah. You know,
sure.
and I guess you could say the other things like I put Fokker-in-Law in there, I guess. And Moana live action, sure. Like I could give
I'm
two.
surprised
You know what I
actually
mean?
didn't put that on my least anticipated.
And so that's it. That's what you got.
Okay.
There's something sticking with me big time with Narnia. And Project Hail Mary, you could say.
Okay.
So there you go. There's a list.
All right, there we go. There's a list. All right, we're gonna go to top hype and round out the episode.
Most anticipated for us.
Okay,
yes.
all right. My number 7 for most anticipated, one that we didn't mention, Godzilla Minus Zero. This is the follow-up.
Hell yeah.
To Godzilla
Holy shit, I
Minus One.
forgot. That's coming out what? November?
That again, very loose slot in that September to November range.
I think it got a date. I want to say November, early
really?
December.
Okay.
Oh, hell yeah. I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, Godzilla Minus One, a real surprise hit. And I'm just so glad that the director...
And Godzilla Minus Zero now.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
I commented it on Minus One, kind of an asinine naming scheme on this, but that's no stranger to Japanese properties. It's like, how are you naming this as the title of your thing?
Right.
Godzilla Minus Zero, I will say, it is only at the bottom of this most hype list because it does...
This is number 7?
Yes, number 7. It kind of lives in both spots. It lives in this like nervous anticipation,
Right?
Mainly because the reason why Godzilla Minus One captured some magic because it captured the magic of Godzilla the First, 54. It captured Godzilla, Return of Godzilla 1980, where Godzilla is the only threat. Obviously, I understand. We did a whole special on it that Godzilla is about kaiju action, monster fighting monster, but Godzilla works best when he is the horror, and there's nothing else muddying that. I just hope Minus Zero doesn't throw... I don't want to see King Ghidorah. I don't want to see the other franchise monsters. Right. If anything, I want to see it growing on the themes of what they built in with Minus Zero, or Minus One.
The big talk about Minus One was how does it look this good for only being like $15 million?
Yes.
So kind of what you
definitely
want.
like a Wonder budget.
Take that with the bigger budget and give us even more in the next film.
Absolutely.
Okay,
So,
number 7. I love that. Thank you for mentioning that. Total blind spot for me.
Yeah, and I thought it was maybe a little bit looser, but if they announce the date, fantastic.
Yeah.
And again, where that Q3, Q4, man, they are packing it in. It's going to be a busy...
Hey, Q1 is way better already than last year, though.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean?
True. Number 6, Inarritu's Digger. Number 5, Zach Kreger's Resident Evil.
November 6th, Godzilla Minus Zero. November 6th.
Got it.
Okay, sorry, go ahead again. 6?
Number 6, Inarritu's Digger. Number 5, Zach Kreger's Resident Evil. Number 4, Steven Spielberg's Disclosure Day.
Yeah.
Number 3, Robert Eggers' Werewolf. Number 2, Nolan's Odyssey, and number 1, Dune Messiah from Denis Villeneuve.
I think that's a great list, Finn.
Yeah.
Absolutely love it.
Yeah.
Absolutely love it.
And all of them very excited to watch.
Oh, I'm sorry. Where was Resident Evil?
Number 5.
Word. Okay.
Yeah,
wow.
yeah.
I love it, Vin. I love it.
But you see where it's like all of these can kind of shit the bed if it's not, you know what I mean? I'm nervous.
I don't see you hating, listen, I don't see you hating Werewolf.
No.
Let's be honest.
I really don't even see myself hating Odyssey. You know, even if it's got like some issues, like I think I like the spectacle behind it.
But I think what is the standard for the Odyssey? I have zero thought in my head that I'm going to hate it.
Sure.
But the way it's being talked about.
Right, people want to hate it almost.
No, the way it's being talked about is just like, it almost like needs to be one of the best films in the past 25 years, or else it will fail. That's the thing. What does it mean?
And that's honestly, that is right on the observation.
There's hate and there's disappointed. I just don't want to be disappointed. Sure. I know I'm not going to hate it.
Right.
Come on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's that difference. How much is being, like, Digger, we have no idea.
Right.
So, whatever.
Right.
Okay, so basically we had my top 10. Well,
top 13.
13 was Street Fighter. 12 was Madden. And I'm taking Street Fighter out. I'm taking that out.
Top 12.
You could put the drama in there.
Okay.
Top 12. Madden. Number 11 is the drama. 10, I have The Adventures of Clint Booth by David Fincher.
Okay.
9, The Great Beyond from J.J. Abrams.
Got it.
I have 8, October by Jeremy Saulnier. 7 is Werewolf. Now, 6 and 5, I don't have. We didn't talk about. And because I don't have a date either.
Oh, okay.
Number 6, Jack of Spades.
Oh.
Joel Coen's new movie coming out. Set in the 1880s, I believe.
What?
Francis McDormand starring alongside
like
Josh O'Connor.
Kind of late era Western?
No. I think it's like Victorian type of stuff or something like that.
Okay.
I guess that's not Victorian, but
yeah, different region.
I think it's in England, not in the States. Yeah, but Joel Coen, not attached with Ethan still, and Frances McDormand. I cannot wait to see her again.
Yeah,
Josh O'Connell is starring as lead male.
Cool. Awesome.
So, I mean, come on.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, can't wait for that.
And just like excited to run our theory of just like Joel is the better side of the duo. You know what I mean? The better side of the brothers.
Definitely.
I'm hoping that lives up.
Doesn't have a date yet. I am so pumped. I hope it comes out this year. But I think it is. I think it's going to be kind of in that award mix-up. And then the one that is being talked about for releasing late this year.
Yep.
I hope it's not next year, this year. In my 5th spot for most anticipated films, it's old Eddie Slider, Edward Berger, coming out with a film called The Riders, starring Brad Pitt.
Interesting. I didn't even hear about this.
Yeah, not on your radar, is it?
Wow.
Huh? Okay, so basically the log line is an Australian living in Ireland embarks on a frantic search for his missing wife. That's all we get. It's called The Riders, again, starring Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt in 3 movies, by the way. He's in this. He's in Adventures of Clint Booth. And then he's in another one that was directed by the Suicide Squad guy. The guy who did Working Man and Beekeeper.
Oh, Ayers. Yes. David Ayers.
With like a big cast. It takes place in Alaska. It takes place in Alaska. Like, I feel like I might like it. I don't know. But I haven't mentioned here. But Brad Pitt, 3 movies this year.
I like Berger, though. Man, he just doesn't stop. I respect the hustle.
Makes me nervous. Yeah,
but I respect the hustle, and I respect the genre exploration. This is what we talked about with Battle of the Small Players. Just like, no one can stop him from doing what he wants to do project-wise.
No. But the question is this small movie like Ballad? An in-between film, or is this his next of Conclave?
Sure,
Conclave,
next big swing.
And you look at base, but it's called The Riders, Brad Pitt, and it's Eddie Slider.
Love it.
My number 5th. My number 4th is Disclosure Day. My top 3 is The Odyssey, Dune Messiah, and then number 1, Digger. Real quick.
Okay.
Because I purposely have this.
Yeah.
I have Vin's Radar, and I have 3 listed. Lee Cronin's The Mummy. You totally took a shit on that one.
Yeah, I did.
I have Resident Evil.
Okay.
Here's the 3rd film. This fits in all 3 categories. Vin's Radar, my top 10, but I kind of wanted to keep it off of this. And it's in my number 1 in my most anticipated animated list. 3 is Toy Story 5. 2 is Hoppers. And 1 from Travis Knight, made by Leica Studios, is Wildwood.
Oh.
A brand new original movie from Leica Studios.
I did not hear about this.
The first one since the Sasquatch thing. It was supposed to come out possibly last year.
Okay.
It's now apparently pretty good, and they want to put more money and time into marketing.
Interesting.
And Wildwood doesn't have a distributor yet.
Okay.
The film is done. It's produced. It's directed by Travis Knight. They just need the distributor. It's probably going to come out later in the year.
Wow.
Proper Leica release called Wildwood.
That's
Check
awesome.
it out. The visuals look pretty sick on it.
It's shocking to me because I follow Leica on like every social. I follow their studio. I haven't seen anything about this. And crazy that Travis Knight is doing 2 movies, one stop motion, one non.
Right.
In the same year.
And this has been in the works for a while.
Okay, sure.
Because it is
And
it's
stop
Leica
motion
Studios.
is
The adventures of Prue McKee as she sets off to the forest outside Portland to find her kidnapped brother.
wow.
Wildwood.
Wow. You know I'm going to rep them. That studio... I would work for this. This is also my application, like a studio. I will work for you. I will mop the floors.
You weren't even the biggest fan of.
What was the Sasquatch one?
The
called?
Sasquatch one, whatever.
Yeah.
But you still could appreciate it.
Absolutely,
and the
still like
animation
a
was
visual
great.
feast when it comes to stop motion. They are quite literally the best in the game doing it.
Yeah,
and not that that's a very crowded space, but
Carey Mulligan, Mahershala Ali is
Awesome.
playing one of the main voices.
Awesome.
So just keep an eye out. Again, when it does get distributorship, we'll mention it on the news and we'll talk about it on the podcast.
That's great.
Thought you'd like to hear that.
Listen, I think this is a mission accomplished on this episode. The fact that both of us are kind of broadening a little bit on what's coming out in 2026. I think that's mission accomplished right there.
I love it. Longer episode than I thought. I hope people liked it, but this was a blast. Really quick, go through your top 7 most anticipated.
Yes, Godzilla -0, Inarritu's Digger, Zach Kreger's Resident Evil, Disclosure Day, Werewolf, Nolan's Odyssey, and Villeneuve's Dune 3.
And I have The Adventures of Clink Booth, The Great Beyond, October, Werewolf, Jack of Spades, The Riders, Disclosure Day, The Odyssey, Dune Messiah, and Digger.
Wow.
Animated and Wildwood, Hoppers, and Toy Story 5.
Again, rooting for Hoppers. But, all right. We won't open up.
Okay, all right.
This is a great episode. Thanks for tuning in, folks.
Pumped, Vin. Very pumped. So happy, like I said, to be podcasting with you this year. And we so much appreciate our producers. Everybody, check out thedailyratings.com. Continue to listen to us week after week because we appreciate it. And it's a blast hanging out with you as always. We'll be back for the new show on Tuesday. And next Thursday, here we go. It is the start of 2026 for the Daily Ratings Podcast. We'll have Vin right here on the chair on the Daily Ratings Podcast. And hey, if you enjoyed the podcast, if you would, give us a good rating or get the word out and tell a friend about us. And just a reminder that the Daily Ratings is completely producer supported. We want to stay away from advertising, and we don't want to have any paywalls or tier structures or subscriptions. It's all just value for value. So, are you finding value in what we're doing here at the Daily Ratings? Then become a producer and donate whatever amount of value that is. Just go to the donations tab on thedailyratings.com. And while you're there, be sure to check out the massive amount of films that Vince has rated. So thanks so much, everybody. We'll see you next time on the Daily Ratings Podcast.